One time right now, if you're tuning in to the Four Bros and the Brew Sports Show, I need you to share this live. I need you to hit that like button. If you're tuning in on YouTube, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to subscribe to this page because this is one of the newest, hottest sports shows going on YouTube, going on Twitch, going on Facebook. It's called Four Bros and the Brew. We might switch it up and get Four Bros in the String. Was it Strand? Strand. There we go. Four Bros in the Strand since it's legal in Missouri now. What up?
What's up, everybody?
What's up with it?
So you really
How
ain't
we
gonna
doing
do
today?
shit?
He's so stubborn. You know what it is. Go
We
ahead,
got
Mark.
Rex on the end. We got Dez, myself, Marcus, and then one and only host, DJ Philo.
How you go?
And I'll leave it up to you, sir. Thank you.
What up? I'm glad y'all tuning in right now. We back for another episode of Four Bros in the Brew, man. If y'all heard me at the beginning, I need y'all to do one thing for me. I need y'all to subscribe if y'all on YouTube. I need y'all to hit the like button if y'all on Facebook. Hey, shout out to S. Dot in the building. What up? Y'all know what it is.
What's
The
up?
Dot
What's up with
TV
it?
right here. Hey, we gonna kick it off with the KU game today. You know, I heard that it ain't looking good for KU right now. What up, Terry? I see. Hey, Terry in the building. What's up, man?
What
Hey,
up,
do me
brother?
a favor. Y'all
What up,
tuning
what up,
in
what
right
up?
now. Share this live. Marcus, hey, you want to kick us off with the KU game?
Yeah, number 8 KU gets knocked down by number 13 Iowa State. Final score was 68-53. Jayhawks have lost, what, 4 out of the last 5 games. It ain't been too good.
Three
Jalen
straight at
Wi-
one point.
Jalen Wilson has been on a tear. In the past 5 games, he scored the most points in the history of the Big 12 in a 5-game
Jayhawks.
span.
Yep.
So, with that type of production, they should be able to do a whole hell of a lot better than what they do. The problems haven't really started until Big 12 play. The only loss that they had was the loss they had at the beginning of the season against Tennessee. I don't know what's going on. Grady Dick has been probably the best freshman in the country. I think he's been pretty good. Jalen Wilson,
Not
Harris has stood up. He's been like one of the main holdovers. He and Wilson from last year's national championship team. But what I've seen to start the season out is not looking good. So, I mean, we'll see what's happening. We all know the Big 12 is a very competitive league. The past 2 national champions have come. Of course, KU Jayhawks winning last year, and the previous year before that, we had the Baylor Bears win. So,
and the year before that, KU would have won anyway. It was COVID year. They
so,
canceled everything.
but, you know, it's
But
been a struggle this season. So, I don't know exactly what's going on. The defense
my
has been
take,
solid.
man,
Go ahead.
it's not enough shooting. Not enough shooting, really. The bench isn't deep. Normally, Bill Self goes 10 into the deep bench. He's been only going about 7 to 8, maybe. But I mean, some of our shooters aren't hitting shots a lot. You know what I mean? Open shots. Our point guard, what's his name? I forget his name.
Harris.
Harris. Yeah. Great driver, great distributor of the ball, great on ball defender. But he has to start knocking down his open shots. You know what I mean? With consistency. You can't be missing. I mean, at that point, it allows them to play Jalen Wilson a lot more and makes his shots a lot more tougher. You know what I mean? And then Grady Dick, he was great to start off the season, but since Big 12 play, it's kind of ticked down a little bit. He's been not as efficient when it comes to scoring. You know what I mean? He's still getting his points, but it's taking a lot more shots to get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I felt like really the biggest issue that they had, and it's been an issue since they lost Azubuike, no big man. They have not had a quality big man come through for quite some time. Since I'm gonna tell you the truth for real, since they lost Danny Manning, they have not had The
Before that?
coaching really to anybody there really developing the big man.
Oh, okay, okay,
Like, I don't mean as far as play, of course,
okay.
I
I was
mean,
about to
shit, we
say
all know about the 88
Joel
Danny and the
Embiid.
Miracles, but I ain't talking about that. I just mean
Yeah,
as far as,
Yeah.
like,
No,
with
I'm
Jeff, who was
I'm
not.
about
that?
to say nigga since he
Yeah,
played college.
exactly.
Nah,
Damn.
he
Yeah,
developed
Uh,
Jeff
Joel
Withy,
Embiid didn't do
Joel
nothing.
Embiid,
Joel,
and
Embiid. Yeah, that's what
Azubuike,
I'm.
yeah, I'm saying he developed
But
all
did
them.
Azubuike was there last year, right?
Nah, that was what's name. He was
What
his last season was the COVID season.
Okay.
That
who was the
COVID
big man
season,
last year?
they didn't even have one. Jeff McCormick, he played
They
last
did.
season, but he's more
They
of a
did.
power forward. Like, they have not
Yeah, but
had
yeah, but he
uh
but he was a solid big man when it comes to getting rebounds,
Yeah.
and
oh
he was
yeah, I
tall enough to.
mean,
You know what I mean?
he
He's a big
he was like
he's
the
a real big
last
man.
holdover from
Yeah, I
like
know
that
what you
Danny
mean. Yeah,
Manning era of them developing big man, and like it's been noticeable since he left that they have not had quality development at the 4 and 5 spot on the court. So it's just something to monitor, and I guess we'd just peep on it and see what's going on in the future. We got the Big 12 tournament to look forward to, and I guess we just go from
yeah,
there.
Hope the March
yeah.
Madness
Right
works
after
out
the
for
Chiefs win the
us.
Super Bowl, right?
I mean, but like with me, I seen it. You could see by the score wise. I mean, feel to me that they've been just barely getting by. When you barely
Also,
getting
another
by,
thing.
it's eventually gonna catch up with you. So that's what I
I
by just looking. I haven't really got in depth with it, but about just looking at keeping up with scores and all that kind of stuff. I was like, I've seen a 2 point win, barely winning. Ain't like they were just blowing out people. So I feel,
I mean, they in the toughest conference in the
oh
nation
yeah, this Big
as
12
far as
is Big
Nah,
basketball.
12 is
that's what I
basketball
was
is
about
good.
to say.
So
Yeah,
I mean,
Yeah.
like I expect the teams that they're going against to be competitive. So that is expected. Bill Self has always been phenomenal as far as teaching defense. So, their defense has actually been state. I agree with Dez to the point the shooting could be better, but like the biggest issue I'm seeing is just their lack of depth at the 4 and 5 spot. I'm not seeing enough anywhere close to what it used to be probably prior to 2019. So it's been a problem.
nah. Rex, you want to tap in on that?
I mean, I really ain't watched KU like that. I really don't. I really ain't watched it that much.
No, not surprised.
I don't like
Still
them like that.
football season.
Yeah, yeah. I ain't got tapped in basketball like that for a year.
All right. Well, since we in the basketball right now, how y'all feel about Kyrie Irving wanting to get out of New Jersey?
I kind of understand where
Brooklyn,
he's
it's
coming from.
Brooklyn.
My
It's
bad, my
Brooklyn.
bad, my bad, my bad, my bad, my bad, my bad.
I mean, it's
I
cool
mean,
shit. I'm sure we all still say San Diego
Yeah, my
Chargers every
bad.
now and then. Some shit.
No,
Kyrie,
I don't. I
Kyrie's
call
gonna
it
be
the Los
Kyrie.
Angeles
Kyrie
Chargers.
does things that we don't expect him to do. I mean, it's Kyrie. I mean,
So do you
Hey, real
feel? Do
life,
you hold on? Here we go.
he wants to win a championship.
Do you feel he should get an extension, or
no. And they
they
already
should
came out and
hold
said that he's
out?
going to play the rest of the season as a Brooklyn Net. They already said that if he's traded or not, he's not going to play.
Oh, okay.
Who?
So, Kyrie,
Kyrie.
They
I
already
mean,
said. They said he's not going to play.
well, he probably
traded or
said
not, he's
that.
not going to play the rest of the season.
No, that's not what he said. That's what he said was if
No,
he's not traded, he's not signing
that's what
back.
the Brooklyn Nets just came out and said. If he's not traded,
Oh,
he's not going to play the rest of the season. Yeah, so if he don't go nowhere, he's just not going to play.
So,
hey,
But I heard that he
they
wants to move as
wow.
well.
well, I mean, if you got something to say on it, like you go ahead and then I'll tap in.
All right, all right. So I'm a big fan of Kyrie, but I'm also not at the same time because I'm a fan of his basketball skills, but I also feel like he makes some dumbass decisions. You know what I mean? But I can't criticize this decision. You're not gonna win a chip this year with Brooklyn, right? Y'all really think you're gonna win a chip with Brooklyn?
No,
But he
I
has
no.
a good
believe he can.
chance.
With a healthy KD, I think they got a
Yeah,
good shot.
yeah, they definitely got a chance with KD.
I I don't. I think in the East they're maybe fifth or fourth best, and you're not winning the chip over there if you're fifth or fourth best over there because they don't have enough big man or they don't they just don't have the depth. Also, do y'all think he's getting signed back with Brooklyn? Do y'all think Brooklyn was going to sign him back after this year?
No.
Nope,
Probably not.
I doubt it.
More than likely
So his
not.
best chance. So his bet, and y'all
But I
realize
don't
he's
know.
just getting balling.
But if they ball out, if you ball out for the rest of the season and they go for a good run or they win it, then yes.
Nah, but listen, he uses his leverage. His only leverage in the season was right now
Yeah.
because at this point he was balling, and
Right, he
he
was.
knew if there's a chance that they have my fate. So now what he did is now, hey, I'm gonna dictate my fate. And I can't be mad at somebody for doing that. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, I heard
But he
they
does get
offered
on my
him, but it
nerves.
wasn't enough that he wanted.
It's KD on the
No,
trading block right
oh,
now. I've heard that.
what they offered him was tied to a championship. Like his money was tied to
Right.
winning a championship.
Oh,
And
okay.
So
he didn't want to do that deal though.
if
He
I
said he stopped after that. He stopped
if I gotta
negotiating after that.
There you go.
my fault. If I got a perspective on it, I say like him as a talent, he has some of the best handles I think I've ever seen at the point guard
No, the
position.
best, the
Facts,
best,
facts.
I'm
hands
saying
down.
I'm saying I ain't gonna say the best, but I believe he's one of the best that I've seen at the point guard position, handles
Facts.
wise. He is, I
Who you
believe.
take? Who you taking
Damn
over?
it, Desmond, can I finish talking?
What about
Like, dude, just why me? You don't do it with this man or this man, but why when I say something, I'm interrupted? Damn it.
I don't know.
Now
I like your opinion, bro.
back to my point. I'm saying from that standpoint, he's an outstanding scorer. Since he came out of Duke, I think he's been a very productive player. I don't understand what the issue is and why he does not want to stay in Brooklyn, especially since he's paired up with one of the best scorers in the history of the league. Now, I do
Right.
understand KD's hurt right now, but he still is, when it's all said and done, KD is going to end up, he's going to be a Hall of Famer. And he's great. He's been a great scorer. Outside politically, a lot of the stuff that Kyrie's done, I actually agree with a lot of the stuff that he's had to say and he's went about. But you know what I'm saying? That's a separate issue. Um, his best chance for a championship clearly ain't gonna be in Brooklyn this year. So I mean, shit. He requested to trade. Depending on where he goes,
But do you see him doing better
L.A.
in LA?
I just don't.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
if
Dallas
he
want to get him.
do, so that comes down. That comes down basically to this. At this point in LeBron's career, do you believe that he is still capable of winning you a championship?
Yes.
Listen, I'm not a LeBron fan, but let's be for real. The man's 38, averaging 38 basically since he's been 38. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
Since he's turned 38, he's basically averaged like 38 points, right?
Yeah, and they still ain't
Hell
winning.
yeah.
But they still ain't
That's because
winning.
they don't have quality around them. Kyrie changes
He's
that.
not it.
I mean, and you
know?
might be right. That's why I said, him going there, maybe that changes it. But shit, if that was the case,
Big
then he
change
shouldn't have never left the
I
Cavs.
don't know. That's the talk is trading Russell for Kyrie.
for Kyrie, right?
But you saying they ain't got
It won't
quality,
be.
so you ain't gonna
It
get
won't be
shit.
just Russell for Kyrie.
Hell no, you
It'll
gonna
be
trade
Russell.
more
It's
because
It'll,
Russell.
one. It's one
it's
more
gonna be
person.
Russell. It's gonna be Russell. What's that little ugly motherfucker name?
Not
Patrick
the.
Beverly and a couple picks.
Nah, it was one other person. It wasn't Patrick Beverly. It was somebody else in like first
I'll
round.
trade it.
First
I'm
round
trading
pick.
it.
First round pick of like 2027 or some shit like
I
that.
just don't like. Look, I look at the
But
team.
I feel Brooklyn would lose out on that trade anyway it went if they did.
I just don't think they
Right.
got the
Who to win?
They don't have quality
Yeah.
enough pieces
So
around them to
Well,
even
if
make
they get
make
draft
a
picks,
run.
it's fine.
2027, it ain't like nothing right now.
Nah, you get some draft picks now.
like,
Yeah.
I don't see
Trust me,
no.
they're not waiting them. Nobody
what
accepting
I
this deal
heard
with
what I heard it
2027.
was like they could probably get a first round for like a 2027.
Bro,
Yeah, that's not it.
that was some
I,
bullshit.
I I just don't. I
Well,
don't
hell
see.
no.
I
That's a
don't
long
see but
time
what
from now.
maybe a handful of teams he could go
It's a
to
long-
So I got a
and
question for everybody.
and make one. What's up?
Has anybody heard of KD being on the trade block?
but
Hell nah.
I feel he
They
might
got talking about
want out
Why would you trade him?
if Kyrie goes.
Hey, so I seen something the other day. Now that you made me think of that, that somebody said instead of trading Kyrie for Russ, they should trade Kyrie for LeBron and put
What?
LeBron on KD. And hey, this is what I'm just saying.
That is
Twitter
crazy.
Space is crazy, bro. I seen this shit,
Crazy.
bro. I was like, what the fuck? But think about it.
That'd be wild, bro.
I don't think. I mean, I'm just looking at it like I don't. I
Nigga,
think
LeBron just passed. That's all he do.
I don't think
Nigga,
like unless he end
Nigga
up
just passed.
on like
Okay,
just a
here you go, here you go.
superstar team. I don't see him ever being at that level again to where he's like.
If he has quality stars around him, he'll be all right. I'm not a fan of him at
But I
all.
mean,
Like,
he
'cause I
might be
think
he might be able to
sometimes
get
he
a good
matters too
run.
much.
I'm a
But
fan.
I'm a
What?
fan of the guy. I'm a fan. Let me not bullshit. I like LeBron,
Yeah.
but I'm not a fan per se. You know what I mean?
All
Like
right,
I'm not
all
a
right.
LeBron fan.
I ain't
I
a
like
fan, period.
I like
I
good
mean,
hoopers.
I'm a fan of him.
Fuck that nigga. Fuck that nigga.
Hey,
Well, shit, what's
Hey,
your gripe
bro, don't
against?
do.
What's your gripe against LeBron, bro? Like,
Don't do, bro.
hold on,
Bro.
because no.
Bro,
Now that
hey,
now
we
we.
will
Not
not
a fan.
disrespect solid black men on this
But
platform.
fuck that. I'm
Hey,
not a
I
race.
mean,
I'm not a racial
I like
idolater.
the
What
man
is the
as
problem?
a good black man. Hey, represent. But as a sports fan, fuck LeBron.
So what's the problem?
What you mean, LeBron? I was a Kobe fan, and then I didn't switch
Me
over.
too.
I didn't switch over
I ain't a
to
Kobe fan. I don't think
LeBron.
fuck Kobe.
Yeah.
Rest in peace,
Whoa,
Black Mamba.
whoa.
I
You
said
better
I'm not a
not.
Kobe fan, but I ain't never said
He's
that.
still alive. I can say that. If LeBron was gone, I can't say fuck LeBron. If he gone.
I mean, like, I just don't have no problem
Kobe
with the
still Kobe gone, so you can't say Kobe, but you can say fuck LeBron.
No,
He's still
I know that's
playing.
what I'm saying, but I've
He's
never
still
said
playing.
Kobe.
He's still playing in the game right now. I can say that. I can say
I'm
that.
just like, why you can't be?
Yeah,
You don't necessarily. I mean, like, just because you're not necessarily.
It's like, man, I
you can
can't
be a
say
fan of
fuck
his
Jalen
game.
He
Hurts.
just
Fuck Jalen Hurts.
fuck that nigga Jalen Hurts. Fuck Jalen Hurts. Fuck all them niggas over there in Philly, nigga. I'm just
say
fuck,
that.
nigga.
I can say that now. I don't. It don't mean I like really mean fuck his life, but fuck him right now. That's all I mean.
Hey, that's how y'all feel. That's fine.
That's all. That's all. Fuck the player of
Hey,
him. Not
hey,
fuck the person. Fuck the player.
the nigga that just put the jersey on. I
Yeah.
think. It's like fuck Robert, not R. Kelly.
Yeah.
You know what I
See.
mean? I get it,
See.
you know what I mean?
That's what I'm
Robert
talking
did
about.
that
Free-
shit.
One more
not
time.
R.
Free
Kelly,
kills. Free
you know what I mean?
kills. Free kills.
Yeah.
We need some new
Kelly,
music.
Kelly, stop. Stop.
Never
No,
gonna
I
get it.
didn't
Never
say
gonna
that.
get it. Never gonna get it. Never gonna get it.
I did not say that.
Shit. I don't even know
Moving
why.
on,
I
bro.
need some new shit to spin.
I don't
nigga.
know why the fuck y'all even using the word fucking Mark Kelly
Hey.
together. Tell you the truth.
Hey,
Shit. Can we just not do that?
hey,
Like,
moving on. Let's talk about the GOAT, bro. Let's talk about
All
the
right,
GOAT.
man. Yeah.
Let's talk
Recently,
about
was
the
that
GOAT.
Thursday?
the-
Thursday or
Yeah.
Wednesday?
he retired Wednesday.
Do you hold on one?
We know you know.
Do
we
you
know
think
you
this?
know.
Do you
We-
think this is official retirement?
I'll go last on this subject
Or do you think?
because you know where I
Nah.
stand on most of everything already. I will go last on this. So everybody else.
Do you feel he's undecided and he's just doing it again, or do you think he's really retiring? And how you feel about the retirement?
Rex, let's start with you, buddy.
Yeah.
I
go
feel like
ahead,
this is
Rex.
his official retirement. I feel like he's really done at this moment. I mean, this season was his worst season of his whole career. I mean, he didn't have nobody.
Still with the
But I mean, he had a solid 22-year career. 7 Super Bowls. Can ask for nothing more.
23.
You know what I'm saying? With 20, well, you know, all right, 22, 23, same thing. You know, whatever.
They're two different
But
numbers.
all-time record in
Fuck,
passing
it's
yards.
the
you know what I'm saying?
same.
Started with 316 or 318 games played. You know what I'm saying? 624 touchdown passes. So I mean, he did his thing. I mean, the GOAT, much respected. I never liked him, but much respect.
This.
Best.
Fuck Tom Brady, bro. I don't give a fuck about this nigga. Bro, bounce and go into the hey, I thank you for what you did for football, bro. You're amazing. You showed that you can get great
man.
talent from the 7th round. But all right, I'm glad to see you go. Fuck out of here, Nick.
Are you done?
Yep.
I think he was done when he said "fuck Tom Brady."
It was exactly 1 year from the day last year that he actually caught a retirement. He retired on the exact same day last year.
We know.
I thought you were done. Okay, so I feel like I don't think he wants to as a competitor based off what I've seen out of him these past 23 years. Nothing gives me the indication that that's the way he wanted to end his career, statistically, it wasn't his worst season. His record wise, this was one of his worst seasons, but this was the worst season of his career, but not statistically. He actually put up, pretty great numbers. He still even broke records this year. He was the first quarterback in the history of the league to throw for 30-plus completions in 10 games. So, he actually broke records this season. He did a lot.
Had no
The
running
offense.
game.
I thought you were done.
No, but it slipped, bro. It slipped.
Okay,
It slipped.
the interior offensive line was a problem, and I believe the offensive coaching was a lot of the problem this season. The biggest problem, but I'm going to tell you the honest God truth. Now, this is just me. What I really think was the biggest issue was I do not believe that he emotionally was focused this season. And this is the first time I can honestly say that. I do believe that divorce had an impact on how he responded to this season. That's just me.
Can I ask you a question about that before you go on?
You may.
Wouldn't that be the reason why he retired though? Because I mean, I thought about it like that. Like he felt like shit. I can't give him my all anymore. Fuck it.
What you mean?
Like Tom Brady's the type of person I take as a person that wants to give it his all. Like
Yeah.
he really probably sacrificed time with his kids and his wife to focus on football.
Yeah.
And he's realizing I'm not going to be able to make those sacrifices no more in the life that I'm in now because I'm 40 something and my kids are getting to a certain age and I really want to be a good father and a good husband, even though they separated, but we don't know. I mean, they actually got a divorce. But people get remarried, or even if he don't, the next person he may be with, he wants to really focus on being who. Sometimes it's just that time, bro. Get your ass on.
Right.
I mean, I'm not disagreeing. Like if the way I look at it, like I said, him as a competitor, I believe that if he went out and he lost, and I felt like that he gave it his best effort, then I felt like he wouldn't have had a problem with the way he went out. Now he retired. Do I think he'll be back? I think give him about a season, even midway through this next season coming up, and we'll see what's going on. If he stays out, you're just asking. You asked me, what do I think? If he's still retired, if he still wants to go, or he got any itch, we'll look midway to the season, maybe the season after that. If not, I think he'll stay retired, and he won't come
let
back.
it go.
It ain't no
Bro,
let it go.
let it
You
go.
asked me what I thought. This is me giving my perception.
I know.
And he
I
might
know,
not.
I know
If
it's
he
what you
don't,
think.
I'm
I
saying
know.
if he don't, no, I'm just saying if he don't, he don't. If he do, he do. He's done enough already. He ain't got nothing else left to prove.
That's what I'm saying.
That he don't have nothing else to prove. So I'm
didn't-
saying, like, regardless of what he does,
good.
it ain't up
He's
to
good.
me. I'm just saying that's how I perceive the situation.
And you would make more money on the broadcast booth than he did playing football in his whole year.
And I agree, and I seen that too. Like, he made $333 million his whole playing career, and
Fuck your shit over there,
Phil.
so we can have our football back. You know what I'm saying?
What?
We won't miss you. Goodbye.
Shut your
Good riddance. The fat lady has sung her song.
All right,
Yeah,
here we go.
Alright.
My perspective. Let me get my little 2 cents
Yes,
in
sir.
about this. I'm kind of glad. I ain't gonna say I'm glad he's gone, but I wanted him to still be here so Pat Mahomes could beat him in the Super Bowl.
Hey,
So
his
we
name
could,
Patrick.
so we can
Mama
have.
call him Patrick.
I mean, I'm calling him Pat. Okay, I ain't
Call
his
him
mama. I ain't his mama. So
His mama said call him Patrick.
that's what we gonna say right here.
We respect mamas around here.
Or Mr. Mahomes. But yeah, like I'm saying, like I wanted him there just for that reason why, but I respect him leaving.
You want vindication. That's what you're saying.
So it is what it is. I mean, he had a great career. I
Hey,
don't like.
hey,
I mean,
I
but
got
I
a
heard.
question.
But hold
I got
on,
a question
hold
for
on.
you,
This,
Marcus. All right.
but like I said, is that when we start talking about the GOAT, is he the GOAT? Or is he just one of the best winning QB? I mean, best championship winning
That's the debate.
quarterbacks.
Hey, right there.
What? How's there a debate
No.
in any other
So-
sport?
No,
Wait a
he's
second.
the GOAT.
No,
Yeah.
I'm
He's
just
the
saying.
GOAT.
Hold
like,
on, wait a second. Now,
If you
Desmond
go
even
to
said it.
if you go to MJ,
he
He's
is
the
the
GOAT,
GOAT.
And
bro.
how he was.
He's the GOAT.
No, but you gotta look at one. You had New England in a raggedy conference.
A raggedy
Right.
conference.
So
What the fuck?
so
He's
if
talking
you
about the AFC. He's talking about AFC East.
yeah
You mean you talking about the division?
yeah
So
Yeah, he's talking
we
about
yeah
the
that's
can.
what I
division.
mean. My bad division of
What
it.
the fuck? I mean, he
So
just
I
made the
mean,
division look bad. It wasn't so much that
did he
they was
really make
raggedy.
it? No, they
No,
was
they were
trash.
bad. They were bad.
They
They were
was
bad.
trash.
They
We
were
gotta be real.
bad. They were bad,
I
bro.
think
Like,
he
let's be
just.
real.
I think.
No, he
Fuck.
didn't. No, they was trash.
I mean, shit. Nah, I mean, shit. You
Like
gonna
he,
look
so
bad
you
when
gotta
you going
look at,
against
so
one of
you
the
gotta look at it
greats.
like this. You make the playoffs. You gotta win 2 to 3 games. You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, like it's just like now
This is,
your
hey,
season start there. So
the reason why I don't want to discount that is Patrick's going to do the same thing.
because what's the name? I mean,
Like I said,
He's a,
Mahomes is
nah,
winning.
but
And
that
hold on,
conference, that
wait.
conference is what
Wait.
I think the conference is better.
Hold on, but I'm
I
saying
mean, not the
like,
conference, but the division.
nah, I'm saying
I think the division is better.
I'm saying no because like,
Because I mean, I mean, just an example. This year,
see,
division he was in was trash, and he still made the playoffs. If his team was any a little better, he could have made a good run in the NFC.
I don't
So,
like Tom Brady, but I'm not. I'm not going to sit here
so
and say
I'm
this
just
man's not
saying.
good,
I'm
bro.
just saying.
I'm not
Oh,
going.
he's the GOAT.
I
He's
go.
the-
I
he's the
go
GOAT.
with. I go with.
Bro, he's like, well, you just asked. All three of us just gave you our answer. The man is
I
the
mean.
GOAT.
I mean. I definitely. He's
I
definitely.
do got
Cool.
a question though. I do got a
You
question
ain't got to
though.
yell at us. We here, nigga. We can hear you.
My bad. My bad.
Like
Hey,
I'll begin this in
who's
before we
the
go to the next subject.
who's the only team he doesn't have a winning record against?
Who was that? Was it the Saints? I think it was the Saints.
Mm, Nope. I'm talking about throughout his career.
I mean, if
He
you
has a
gonna
winning
ask us,
record against
if
every.
you gonna
He
ask
has
us,
a winning record.
I'm gonna say Kansas City because
He has
you
a
got this. You
he has a
said
winning record against every team except for one.
He didn't have a winning
Except
record
him.
against the Saints.
He does too. Throughout his whole career playing them, he does.
He was under 500.
He was not. He beat everybody. He had a
who is
winning
it?
record
Who is
against
it? Then?
everybody.
Well, Rex, you
It's the
got it.
Chief. It's the Chief. It's the
I
Chief.
figured.
Bro.
I figured it was. If you
He's
asked this question,
he's 5 and 6 against the Chiefs.
Yeah, 5 or
Yeah,
6. Yeah.
he's
Ah,
5 and 6 against the Chiefs.
okay,
Nah, yeah.
that's nice.
Just so you know,
It's great.
he don't fuck with us. He don't fuck with
I
us.
take the playoff record against him.
Oh man,
I
that's what
take the
every.
playoff
Hey,
record.
you know the funny thing that when you look under you know how they give these posts out. ESPN posted it, and then you look under the post and you read all these posts, and all the Tom Brady fans. That's what they kept saying.
what?
It's playoff,
Take
but
the
that doesn't
playoff
change,
record. I take the playoff
right? But
record.
Yeah.
it still doesn't change that he lost against us in the season.
You're
You know?
absolutely right. But when I look at
Two
his
things can be
overall,
true.
when I look at his overall career, I'll still take the playoff.
They
record.
cheat. They cheat for him a lot.
They cheat. Please don't do
All
that.
right.
they be
What,
cheating,
what,
Don't do
what
that.
since we talking about that right
Don't do
now,
that.
let's go on and get to the. What Marcus, you want to go on that?
Let's go to it.
You know about that, the one about the NFL being scripted. How you feel about
With
that?
the Arian Foster comments, I believe his comments were disingenuous. I don't agree necessarily that the league is scripted at all. I just don't see that. I think it's damn near impossible to get the results that we didn't got out of this sport.
Impossible.
That's impossible.
Impossible.
Like
And
like
you know why
y'all,
it's impossible?
like I don't believe like as far as like with the
What do you feel? Do you feel refs play a bigger part in it with with certain games or something like that?
now if you're gonna
Listen,
ask me that,
listen,
do I?
that's-
Hold
There you
on.
go. I mean, that's the question. Because that's a way of trying to
Do you-
script it right.
Do I believe that there are instances where maybe some of the refs are making a change or calling some bullshit calls? Of course, yes. I do believe that there are times where I do believe they have been influenced with
I have
some
a question. I have
monetary
a question,
incentives.
'cause
Yes. Yes, I do believe that does happen.
All right, well, hold on, Des. But Des, before you say it, because you got a question, Rex. Hey, Rex, what's your input on this?
I do not believe that the league is scripted, and I don't like when people say that. I mean, they say it's damn near impossible. So, I mean, it's crazy. People just talk. They just be talking,
All right, Des.
They just need something to say. All right, so
Right.
you say the refs, right? The refs can impact the game. When you create a game like this is a game that was created through pen and paper, just like basketball or soccer, right? There's always going to be elements to the game that affect the game. There's three parts of the game. Each side has a game and a ref. Just like a player can throw a bad pass, a ref can make a bad call. That doesn't mean they're trying to
Hmm.
change the outcome of the game. That just means they made an error. Just like when people in the fucking game make errors, but nobody acts like that's like, oh, it can't be that they just made an error. But and then the worst part is the reason why they're bringing this up is because of what happened with the Chiefs, right? It's like,
Yeah.
get the fuck out of here. Come on. If they
Like,
really want to make the game,
out of here with that
come
shit. Like, they
on.
missed calls on our
How,
side
how did
too.
how,
Don't really doesn't matter.
but again, how do you get 1,000, 1,200 people in the league with over 1,200 players?
Like I didn't think that the reason why Cincinnati lost that game was because of the refs. So I don't play that game. Like if you lost, it's just shit. You just lost.
Right,
Now,
right.
Right,
do I
right, right, right,
believe? Now, I'm not gonna sit up here and say that that was not poor officiating because it was.
right, right,
Right.
That
right.
did
I
have
can't
an
say that.
that
Right,
did
right,
have
right.
those calls that were missed and were not accurately called had an impact on the game.
What calls
They
were
did.
actually called?
The call, like in particularly,
All right,
we'll
well,
go
hold on,
to the
hold on,
third nine
hold
call.
on, hold on. Let's now
Oh,
let's
well,
not
okay.
not well, not let's not
Well,
now
let's
we gonna come back to that, but let's
all right.
go into championship week, past week, and
Okay, let's
we
do
gonna
it.
tap in. We gonna tap in on it. We gonna come back to that. So all right, just so keep your thought, Marcus. But we gonna come back. Let's go and kick it off with the Philly game versus San Fran. What's y'all input on that and how y'all feel about that? Do you think it was like a blowout because of the QB or San Fran just really ain't that good?
Shit.
Or what is y'all inputs on that game? Recaps of it. There we go.
All right. I think it would have been a great game if the quarterback didn't get hurt. I think they would have been able to score. I mean, they got talent. They got a lot of talent on the ball. You know what I mean? They were able to score with a fourth string running back. I mean, a fourth string quarterback. You know what I mean? Just handing the ball off.
No, I say
Imagine now if
that was him. That
but
run,
I agree.
that
But
run was him.
no, no. But I'm
They didn't
saying,
have to do nothing with the
imagine.
QB.
No, right. But everybody. No, no. That's what I'm saying.
Uh
They
huh.
were able to score, even knowing that all he's going to do was hand it off. They knew all he was going to do was hand it off, and they couldn't stop it.
Mm,
So imagine if they could play action pass off that
mm.
and make a deep shot. It's just a lot that comes into it. I was kind of disappointed because I really wanted to see that game. I thought that was going to be a knockout, drag out, even if it was high scoring. Just a
Mm-hmm.
lot of great. Sometimes those games aren't necessary defensive games, but the defensive players will make like certain plays that have big impacts on those games. So I was looking for something like that, and it was kind of. I guess it still happened because it just happened earlier. You know what I mean?
Mm, mm.
Where
Rex,
it kind of it wrecked the game.
I agree
Rex,
with Dez on this one. Brock Purdy's injury definitely had an effect on the game. I mean,
you said it
Christopher
didn't.
Kirk don't see so much. I mean,
He
he's
said it
going to give
did.
the ball
He
Oh,
said
to
it
okay,
Connor.
did.
okay.
They really couldn't get Debo Samuel involved after Brock Purdy left. I mean, he really didn't do that much. And they had 3 offensive turnovers, so 3 fumbles. That didn't help them. But really, if Brock Purdy would have played, because Jalen Hurts really didn't run the ball that much. They really didn't.
He had
He really didn't
150
run the ball
yards
that much.
passing.
Yeah, like they didn't really do anything, and then Nick Bosa ended up playing with an injury. So I mean, it really wasn't no big game to me. But they did, like, the score was a blowout, but it wasn't really what it seemed.
A blowout. Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
it was decent before
yeah,
halftime. I mean,
right,
it still looked like it could be a game.
right,
It
right.
just got out of control second half. But Marcus, what's your input?
I felt like that defense was the real deal. Like at least the
Really?
majority of the season.
You said Phillies?
Oh,
Hold on,
49ers.
both of the defenses, bro. Like, wait, I'm gonna get to Philly's defense, but let me get to San
Nah, I'm
Francisco's.
gonna go. Nah, we talk
Hold
about
on.
Phillies defense when we talk about the Super Bowl
Well,
game.
nah,
So,
I'm just saying, like, I'm just getting to my overall point about this game, period. But I'm
hmm
saying, like, San Francisco's defense was elite, and a hell of a defense the entire season. I mean, they balled out. They were number 1 in yards and points pretty much the whole entire season. that defense was legit. D'Amico Ryans did not get a head coaching job because they was just a run of the
Congratulations.
mill. I mean, shit. Like
If you
they
ever see this,
ball.
congratulations, boy.
I mean, they played the hell out the whole season.
Yeah,
Even
yeah, yeah.
with now, I'm not gonna discredit like them. The game would have been more competitive had they had any quarterback. They actually there was rumors saying that they were supposed to get Jimmy Garoppolo back, but shit, he was still hurt, and Trey Lance was out for the whole season, so they wouldn't get him back. The system that Kyle Shanahan has set up is he's running a hell of a system over there. Hell of a system because they've been able to sustain regardless of the coaching losses and everything because he done lost coaches and he done lost coordinators. Robert Saleh took the job. He was the last defensive
And the
coordinator.
Jets, yeah.
Yeah, he went to the Jets. D'Amico Ryans comes in. Shit, they ain't missed a beat. So I'm saying, like, I was also impressed how much Philly was able to still come out there and execute as far as their offensive game plan, knowing what they was going against. They was able to run the ball, and San Francisco was like first in the league in rushing defense, but they still were able to run the ball and move the ball
Hey,
down the field. Not only that, Jalen Hurts' shoulder was hurt. He was still coming in off the shoulder injury. So, I mean, a lot of people say Philly ain't really played nobody this whole season, and
They
they
said no
might.
quarterback. They
I'm
ain't no
saying
quarterback.
they might be right, but I'm saying for them to produce at the level that they've produced is telling.
You got to give him credit.
Yeah, it's telling. And the defense,
but
like
I
I
mean,
said, bro, they broke
they
the
haven't
record.
been producing like that.
Bro, they had 70. This is what I'm going to say.
You
They
better
had
have
I'm not talking about
75.
the sacks here.
Bro, I'm just saying the fact
So
that they had
that's
every-
why they go with that. 72
everybody on that defensive line had double-digit sacks, and that's the first time since 1985
one of them didn't.
with the 85 Bears that a team has ever had 75 sacks in a season. That's the last time that happened, bro.
Crazy.
That's not like
second
that. Don't
most.
just
Hey,
happen.
Who had
I'm a-
second most?
No,
He had
no, it
second
doesn't.
most.
That
But
don't
you
just
also,
happen, bro.
and also look at the lines they've been playing. They ain't
That's what I
playing great
said, but
lines.
that's why. But we're gonna get to that when we talk
But
about the Super.
yeah,
I mean, we
yeah,
can
matchup.
get. I'll come back to that.
That's what I said.
Yeah, as I said, I'll come back
That's
to
where
that.
I want to tap in on it. But
like, yeah, I think you
but
discredited.
all right,
it,
since
but all
we
right.
talked about
Hey,
that,
but
let's go.
also, hey, before we go, give
You ain't
some
gotta
credit
yell
to
at me.
John Lynch. Give some credit to John Lynch because I think that's the reason why that defense is the way they are. He has an eye for talent when it comes to that defensive players, and I swear he just gets them because that. What's his name? What's the safety's name?
The Samoan dude, I know you talking about, but I can't
Yeah,
remember. He was
boy,
all pro this
that
year.
Can't think of his name either.
yeah, got. Oh, I
He
can't say
made
his name.
first team.
I
He
can
made
think of
first
it.
team all
I
pro
just
though.
don't want
Dude
to.
balled out this
Yeah,
season. He had a hell of a season.
yeah.
Drake
Didn't nobody know him
Greenlaw,
before this
Fred
year. You know what I mean?
Warner, Nick
Yeah, like
Bosa,
he
Eric
puts together.
Armstead. They
That's some
ball.
talent, bro.
But hold
And
on,
boy,
how
he's
you think
talent
he
for
go?
some.
What? But I'm glad he ain't got no short contract. I mean, down in
Kufanga, how you
Houston.
say it? Bonga,
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I'm glad he got time. He
Kufanga, or
got
something.
time to work out Houston when he get down there. So
Who you talking about? D'Amico
Yeah,
Ryans?
yeah,
6 years. Yeah,
yeah.
congratulations, fella. Yeah, I'm happy for that.
So it
That's a
ain't gonna
good thing for him.
be one or two seasons and they ain't win shit because I don't think they gonna win shit until they get a decent
But
quarterback.
they got a lot of draft capital.
But I mean
Capital. Oh, I
QB.
can't get the word out.
I need that QB right.
They got a
He
first,
say
second round
they
pick,
got-
second
they
pick.
got-
he say he don't need
Strong second pick.
They got the number 2 pick in the draft.
Yeah,
They can
I
do
mean,
whatever
He
the hell
ain't
they
gonna get you a
want.
quarterback.
He say he don't need the QB. I saw his little introduction speech. He said he need
I bet he believe that. You see his coach. You see his coach.
I mean, yeah,
he
you can
said,
say that.
"God damn,"
Yeah.
he said, I learned from the best.
But yeah, hey, let's go on. Since we already here in championship week, let's go and tap over. Switch it over to the AFC right now. Let me get y'all feedback on the Chiefs defeating the Bengals.
We finally did it. We finally.
Hold on. I want to hear Marcus shit real quick.
Okay.
Yeah,
Kick it off. How you feel about that game?
I felt like
sir.
the Chiefs
Hold on,
came in.
nah, get close to the mic. I
I felt like
want
the
to hear
Chiefs
this.
came in emotionally charged. They played a hell of a game. Like I told you earlier, I didn't necessarily agree with all the officiating calls, especially more particularly the 3rd and 9 call. I do feel like that had an impact on a
Hold
lot.
on. What was the third? Which one was third?
They had a third and 9 call.
What was that
to
call?
where the ref missed they weren't able to stop the game. They ran a full play.
It was too
Did
loud
you
in
see
there.
him
My
get the
ass.
but
Did
did
you
it?
see?
Rep on the field.
Did you see? You
I
see
mean,
it?
but
He
did
was
it?
literally running on. So he
The ref
wouldn't be in a position to
But
call
that,
Wait,
any
but
penalty
that
that might
call,
have happened.
but
He
that
wasn't
call
in a
Nobody was
did.
able
position
to
to
catch
call.
did
anything. They
nobody
were so
say? I'm
loud
not
Oh
in there.
yeah,
talking
but
about.
it did change it.
I just said that change. That was a key
The ref
call.
even
How?
said it.
We ended up punting. They ended up punting on that same
I
drive
mean, they did get.
in that
Yeah,
same position.
Hold on.
But
Wait a second.
yeah, we
I'm
did.
just
that
saying.
don't have effect on the game then.
Wait a second. They did because they ended up having to replay that play again. Now I give a shout out to them because they did get it together and they still was able to get a stop even after that. However, like I said, that's not what caused them to lose the game. They had the Chiefs were able, the Chiefs defense was able to get pressure and key spots in the game. Um, which is, I ain't taking away credit. They've had offensive line issue. They had 3 starting offensive linemen out this part. That
I don't
was
want to hear
not.
that shit.
Can I finish talking?
I don't want to.
Can I
I don't
finish
want to hear that
Yeah,
shit
talking?
go
from
look.
you though.
Can I finish talking?
No.
Can I finish talking? When the Chiefs did play the Bengals earlier in the season, they were with their offensive linemen. This time, they did not have their offensive linemen. Now, granted, last year, they were able to get to the Super Bowl and, be right there at the end, even without having offensive linemen there. But, caps off to the Chiefs. They did what they needed to do to win the game. They played a hell of a game. You know what I'm saying? It was a close game. It was a 3-point game again for the 4th straight time. Shit. I give them credit. They
All
played a good
right,
game.
this.
Okay. Well, I think the game finally came out how the Chiefs. Even though the Chiefs did scare me, I'm not gonna lie.
No, we definitely was a little
But
worried.
it wasn't because they couldn't play. It was because they started getting hurt. And sometimes I've seen that. I've seen it in playoff games where the Chiefs just start getting hurt, and they can't get over it. You know what I mean? Like think
Yeah.
about it when they were playing the Colts a while back, and they let them come back. It was Andrew Luck. Everybody started getting hurt back to back to
Right.
back. Wide receivers,
Hey,
running back, safety, linebacker.
hmm
You know what I mean? That's the same thing that happened in this game. 3 wide receivers, a linebacker, a corner. You know what I mean?
hmm
So I'm thinking, oh man, this is getting ready to add up. Is he going to be able to
hmm
overcome that? Because
And then you got him on the
we got
bum.
special
Then you
team.
got him on the
We got
bum ankle.
yeah, right. And then you got special team wide receivers in there who, who's who's caught more. I mean, had more tackles than catches. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Oh,
it's
what happened?
like
crazy.
What happened? You
I'm
good?
thinking like this shit. Like I just was thinking
Oh,
like
there
I
you
was
go.
in the building like how's this shit gonna happen? You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Is it messing?
Yeah, you was messing up a little bit.
Yeah, I'd say more than
No,
a little
Nah,
bit.
you good now. All right, you can finish your statement.
I don't know why. Nah, I think it was a great performance though. Great game as always. They play us close, but the D line showed up like I said they would. I told y'all
hmm
before the game that the O line wasn't going to hold up to this. You know what I mean? Last year when we played them, we weren't pressuring at this rate. You know what I mean? Like we
I'm
were.
gonna say they was.
It's,
My thing. Well, I'm gonna piggyback. I'm gonna say like we was pressuring.
I said
We
pressuring.
wasn't. We
We weren't
wasn't
getting.
getting there. But the thing he did different was the coverage wise when it comes to Higgins and Chase. Like we was
I
getting
get that,
burnt.
but
We was getting burnt
also
by Chase, and now he
I
doubled
get
him.
that, but no, what I'm saying is part of the issue was they was getting pressure with blitz instead
Yeah.
of 4-man pressure. You know what I mean?
Oh
There's a
yeah.
difference when you can.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
reason why he was able to do that is because last year our D line wasn't just getting pressure by themselves.
But my thing
So
was, I would rather have them motherfuckers double them downfield instead of trying to send somebody down there to get them. That's what I was saying. Like I
no,
feel he could kill us
I get
long
that.
on those deep passes. Keep them motherfuckers out there. We hope that
He
we
can't
could no,
deep
but we
passes.
hope
The
we
only
could
way you
cover
can get the
them.
deep passes is
But we
3
hope we could
seconds.
cover
You
him
got to get
long
to three.
enough that we could get a sack. But if he could get it out
And what I'm
quick,
saying,
then I feel that's what we was getting wrong because he was killing us 1-on-1.
Killing us.
I
That's what I'm
mean,
I
saying.
agree, but That's because you got to blitz. If
But
you
no, we
blitz it,
didn't. But I'm
you're only a
saying.
one-on-one
But if
blitz.
your
You're
coverage
only
good, you
one-on-one when you're blitzing.
give your defensive line a little more time. That's what I'm
Well,
saying.
you're not what you're not understanding is your D line affects your coverage. It does. It's not the other way around. The
But it
coverage don't
can.
affect
I
the D
mean,
line.
But it
nah.
can.
I
No, it doesn't.
mean,
It doesn't.
If he has to hold the ball longer, that means you
if you
giving your
got,
defensive
I
line.
mean, it just depends on which one you got better. If you got better people put back there in coverage, then it will give them a little bit
It's
more time.
it's usually harder to get a coverage sack than it is
True.
to just get a natural sack.
I don't
What I'm
disagree.
saying
I
by
don't
Yeah.
disagree with
what
that.
I'm
Yeah.
saying
I don't disagree with that. I'm just saying
what I'm
it can
saying.
work both ways.
Yes.
And
That's all
I
I'm
agree.
saying. That's
I
all I'm
agree,
saying.
but to win at a high rate, it's not going to work most likely. You
Nah,
know what I
you're
mean?
right.
To win that game, you weren't expecting your coverage to protect you. You were. This is why I pointed to it at the beginning before the game. I'm telling you, when you're every game is won in the trenches from the start of the game.
And
If
I
you can get
told,
pressure, it changes every
and
game.
just to tap
You know what I mean?
in about
And
this
you don't have
next
to get just
game,
sacks.
and I'll even say that, like even tapping in about the next game, I believe.
Hold on. How you gonna go to this game?
I'm
Man,
not
we ain't
jumping in
Oh,
about
okay.
the
I was
next
about to
game.
say,
I'm
man,
just
we gotta get
talking.
Rex shit, man.
I'm
My
just
bad.
talking in general.
My bad,
I'm
Rex.
saying that
I'm looking out for you right now.
if the
Appreciate
offensive
you.
line and as far as the offensive line and the defensive line is exactly what you just said. Of course, more often than not, the game is going to be won in the trenches.
All right, Rex.
I was telling everybody the same thing. Like our defense had to get some sacks. Like I said, we get pressure, but we wouldn't get our hands on him. We wouldn't taking him to the ground. He was slipping up out of there every time. Like I'm like, why can't we get our hands on this man? Like I was definitely happy about that, man. Pat Mahomes, you can't say enough about him, man. You can't say enough about the performance he put up on his ankle. But we all expect him to play as him, even though he's not 100%. MVS had a great game. 116 yards receiving. We got to give him props for that. That touchdown that he caught that down, I thought that was an interception. That was
I
a
sure
great
did too.
pass. Oh my goodness.
Hey,
And Chris
listen,
Jones,
I was in the building. Nobody knew it was a touchdown
that's what I'm saying.
until he put the ball up. The crowd was quiet until he put that ball up, and then that's when everybody went nuts. It was crazy.
Yeah,
That's
bro.
crazy.
I didn't know what had happened, but yeah, man, that game was great. You can't say enough about our performance, man. We did our thing. We in there again.
Did you just fart?
Nah, I moved that.
Who?
Calm down. Calm down, nigga.
Even if he did, why would you bust him out? Why would you bust my nigga out if
Nigga, I
he did,
moved the
bro?
goddamn this nigga.
Because I done heard it a couple times.
Bro, but
That nigga
even
done
if he
did that
let
shit
my
like
nigga
2 or 3
live.
times. I'm like, bro, this sorry ass nigga, boy.
Nigga, I moved the mic around, nigga. This nigga, boy.
Like,
Hey,
fuck, nigga,
nah,
that
but
nigga ain't
another
stay
thing,
safety, nothing.
Hey,
Just,
Nigga.
another reason why I think the Chiefs won, they didn't have a lot of they didn't have a lot of mistakes. You know what I mean? Like in some of those games, Pat didn't throw a pick, which was great, and even the
right.
fumble he had,
Yeah.
that was a
That's all
willy
you
nilly
get.
fumble. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That wasn't that wasn't like him really. That was some. I think that was more. It had to do with how cold it was out there. It was
I
real
think
cold.
that this game right here, like the Chiefs just had more emotion. They played
Right.
with more passion. They were more passionate.
I don't
I
wanna
They
think
say-
executed.
Hold on,
they
hold on,
wanted.
hold on.
They
executed.
wanted. Hold on. I
but
feel
I
like.
don't want to. But I
hold
don't
on.
want to say that just because
I'm not saying-
every
Yeah.
game been like a 3-point game.
I'm saying
So-
they wanted this game more than any other. I ain't never seen them
let me-
make comments directly about
I mean,
the
that's
Burrowhead and all the rest
But
of
that's
that.
just because we
They,
won 3 games. They won
I'm
3
just
games.
saying,
That's why
bro.
they feel like they want to talk
This
shit.
particular game, I saw the emotion on the field. I can say that there was
All right.
emotion on the offense and the defensive side, and it showed.
But like, all
It
right,
showed.
all right. My little take on it, is I mean, it was a good game. It was every game pretty much went. It could go either way. Because I mean, just definitely at that game when before Chris Jones got that last sack in, I mean, Burrow could have went down there and took that game away. So it.
Our defense
2 minutes
came-
and 20 seconds ago.
Yeah, that's what I'm
And
saying.
then the rookies. Let's talk about these rookies, man.
Man,
Give
the
some of these
secondary?
rookies some love,
Oh,
man.
damn, I can't.
Yeah.
Trey
My bad. I
McDuffie.
just had to make that one.
Forgot I was gonna say that. But yeah, like, hey, shout out to the rookie. Shout out to Chris Jones finally getting his first playoffs, first couple playoff sacks this, since we've been in the playoffs. But I mean, I feel the game could have been locked up if Mahomes didn't do that fumble, because I feel they was gonna go down and score right there on that drive. Game, I feel it was gonna be a 2-possession game. The game was gonna be over. So that's why that was the time when I got a little worried when he did that, because I was like, because for us to lose, it's a takeover. You know what I mean? I'm not a takeover, but a turnover. Last one was with Kelsey. This one was that one. I was like, shit, here you go, man. They about to do this shit. Hey, and one time, man, shout out to kicking 100. A perfect game, Booker, because we was definitely like writing Booker off. I was one of them writing Booker off.
Yeah.
I even said it. I was like, watch this motherfucker miss this shit. I was like, God damn.
You gonna nail this one? You gonna nail this one?
Yeah.
No, I said, hey, but I'm not gonna lie. I thought he was gonna make it, but when he kicked it, bro, to be in that, because I was in. That's what the end zone I was sitting in, and the ball seemed to slow up once it got at the.
Because they said it's like it shit just floating up there.
I promise, and it looked like it was gonna drop short, bro. And I'm like, oh my fucking god, did he kick it with like? Is this bitch about to just drop? And it dropped right over that bitch, and I was like, oh fuck yeah, we're going to the chip.
Yes, sir.
Hey, that's what I was gonna say about that one. But I mean, the Chiefs definitely stepped up. I mean, did the only time I could feel like, what I'm saying, what they said, the bulletin board shit. Only thing I could feel that kicked off at the beginning. That had them hyped like, hey, we're gonna take advantage of this offensive line right here, and they did. But then, one thing Bengals is definitely good at is adjusting. Because it got quiet for a second with that rush. So, I mean, they still got some pressure, but it definitely did. It wasn't what it was in the first quarter, because first quarter was what four sacks, was it like 3 or 4 sacks in the first quarter?
Yeah, 3 sacks in the first quarter.
Yeah, so
he had lost coming into the game. They had lost
-7 yards.
Yeah.
They had lost every game that he had been sacked at least 5 times.
Right. I heard that too.
But hold on, then
they only got 4.
They didn't sack him the last 3 games.
What was the one with what was the one with Tennessee last year?
He got sacked 7 times, but they was just talking about this season.
Okay.
It was 9 times. It was 9 times in Tennessee.
And then we played him the next time. We didn't touch him one time.
Yeah, that's what that was the crazy part.
I mean,
we didn't get out. We didn't get 1 sack.
Like
because we weren't. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Last year we didn't have the pressure rate we were at. Dennis having a good year. The rookies having a good year.
Oh, Kaloptis is cool.
I give them credit. They just played.
Hold on. From that game, do you see Clark here next year?
Yes.
Fuck no.
I still don't.
Get his ass go.
He ain't worth. He's not worth.
I mean, he's decent in the playoffs, but he's not good during the regular season.
He ain't been worth what he's been paid.
Hey, did you say decent in the playoffs?
No, I mean, he's been good in the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, he's played
He's
well.
been great
In the playoffs.
He's been great.
But regular season, he's trash.
No. Say great in the playoffs.
He has not been $100 million defensive end.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say.
He's
that's what I'm
number
trying to say
4
right there.
in career sacks in the playoffs. And y'all don't think that's worth it?
In the playoffs.
Because you just told me that you would take the playoff record when it came to fucking Tom Brady, but now, when it comes to paying somebody, the playoffs don't matter more
but I don't know.
Season.
Excuse me.
You show up way better than you do in the season.
Can I talk?
That's not worth it.
Can I talk?
I feel that one.
Can I talk? Wait a second. Wait a second. Now, that comment you just made was completely fucking disingenuous. First off, because
it wasn't.
Hold on.
It was real.
Can I talk, motherfucker? Are you gonna let me talk? Shit.
Just don't say my shit's disingenuous.
Shit. The reason why it's disingenuous is, for one, you comparing this motherfucker to the greatest ever player this position. You talking about a motherfucker who's been great. Can a motherfucker who's been
No,
great
that's
in
not
the
what I'm
regular
doing.
season
I think
and
Joe
in the
Montana is
playoffs,
like the greatest player.
get the fuck out of here. But
I'm
anyway,
I'm comparing your mindset, not to
it
Tom
ain't.
Brady.
No, I'm
I wasn't
saying.
comparing. You
Listen,
said you would take his
listen,
playoff record.
listen.
I'm sure that's with anybody.
But we
You
wasn't
would
talking
take their
about.
playoff
We're
record.
not talking about money. I said I didn't say that the man ain't played well in the playoffs. What I said
I know you
was
didn't say that.
he has not been worth
Good word.
$100 million.
I don't think
He's
so.
He
not a
didn't
$100
have the
million
how.
defensive end.
I don't think so.
How?
I don't think so.
Not in the
How?
regular season.
What you mean
How?
how? What you mean how? Just
Why
because.
is it? Hey,
So like you are you
Look
trying
at
to
his
tell? Are you
phone.
trying
Him
to
or
tell
Von
me? Are
Von
you trying
Miller?
to tell me
Von
his
Miller is $100
contract-
million. That's all right. Hold on, Philip. Let me help you out. Von Miller, Joey Bosa, Nick Bosa. Those are defensive ends that year after year are getting double-digit sacks continuously. They show up all the time. It don't matter whether it's regular season or postseason. They've showed up. They've showed up. Those are $100 million worth type defensive players. What's homeboy name that play for the Rams?
What, Aaron Donald?
Yeah,
McDonald?
those are $100 million defensive players. I'm not saying Frank Clark ain't been a good player. He's been great, like you said, in the playoffs. Do I feel like he is great enough to allocate over $100 million for an entire year? No.
I feel that.
you said $100 million for an entire year.
No, I'm talking about
What,
he's
no,
not
what?
for the entire year, but I mean for a contract. I do not believe that he is $100 million
No, if he stay,
quality
if he
defensive
stay,
end.
I feel it's going to be for less.
I just don't
It's
see
going to
that.
be for less.
Right. Agree. He's gonna stay for less. But let's talk
Way
about
less.
his contract because we're talking about his contract. So if I told you
It
you could
was
sign a
overpaid.
DM for $100 million
It was
and
overpaid.
he was going to be decent in a season when it comes to getting sacks, but he's going to be great at defending the run, setting the edge.
But was he
He's also
decent? Hold on. Stop. He wasn't decent.
All right.
Half of the time
Say
he was hurt. And when he was on there, he wasn't.
Can I
he
get my
wasn't
full
that-
thought
he
out
wasn't
real
that
quick?
good.
Can I get my
Allow
full
the
thought
man
out?
to get his full thought out. Because we done
So,
had this
like I
discussion
said,
before.
So again, a person's decent at getting sacks because you say 6 to 10 a year. He averages anywhere between 6 to 10.
He ain't got
Yeah,
10
I know
since he
that's a
been with
lot.
the Chiefs.
I think he got 10 his first year.
Nah, he had 8.
8.
I can't remember.
He had 8.
But listen,
Yeah, that 8.
sets the edge well. Sets the edge well. Is very active in the run game. Very active in the run game. But when the playoff comes, he ticks it up a way to great, like a great player to the point to where he's number 4 in career sacks
I'm
since
saying,
he's been there. You know what I mean?
I'm saying, bro, like, I'm not.
And it's actually impacted the game.
Wait a second.
Impacted the game.
No one is discrediting what you're saying as far as what he's done in the playoffs. No one's discrediting that. What I'm telling you is that it's not worth $100 million contract. He's a solid player. No one is discrediting his ability. I believe that he is a overall solid player. If you can tell me, I would say he reminds me of like a Rob Ninkovich. Ninkovich wasn't no great player. He was just solid. When he got to the playoffs, he would make plays here and there. But $100 million defensive end? No, he's not a $100 million defensive end.
Bricks.
I agree.
And I ain't trying to count that man's pocket, but I'm just saying, like, if you wanted me to pick a defensive end in the end, I wouldn't have picked him first.
He's overpaid. But
He hasn't really, like I said, played up to the stature of $100 million.
I'll disagree. I'll disagree because I think if you show up,
but that's the only reason why.
That's
But hold on, no, Des.
Hey, listen, I could give a fuck
But if you trash,
what you do in the season.
but if
we're
you
still,
trash,
we're still averaging. We're still averaging
but if we,
12
but
wins a
I'm
season.
saying,
What
but
the
if we
fuck does that
don't
matter?
make it to the playoffs, and he getting paid that. Like, what you thinking then? But he's
But
still,
we making it.
but
What
he's
you
still
talking
playing, but he's
about?
still playing like that.
Hold on. Control the passion. We gotta control. control. We love the passion, bro, but we gotta equal it out.
No, y'all
we
be
gotta
on
be
bullshit.
equal.
Y'all pick and choose.
No, I'll
Y'all
give
pick
you.
and
I don't
choose.
pick and choose.
All right, hold
You
on.
pick and choose.
Dan,
bro.
I will
say
give you.
I say with
Lamar.
a regular season.
No.
Regular season, he's
I'll
not.
give you a perfect example and
He
a
doesn't
whole
fill his
nother player.
contract regular
I will
season.
give you a whole nother player,
Oh.
and I'll give you a perfect
Oh.
example of what I'm talking about.
Oh.
Joe Flacco. They paid the shit out of Joe Flacco. If you look at his statistics in the regular season and in the playoffs since he was a rookie, he was average at best in the regular season. But he would play pretty damn good in the playoffs. But he was not worth $100 million. He was not a top flight quarterback. Yeah, he went on and won the Super Bowl and was a Super Bowl MVP. And he got them what they ultimately needed. But when you look at them at the end of the day, he was not worth the contract that he was paid. He wasn't that good.
Motherfucker, he was paid that after he won a Super Bowl. He didn't get
And he
paid
still-
before he won a Super Bowl.
wait.
Hold on, that matters. No, that matters.
But he
That
still
matters
wasn't
because-
good, even after he got paid.
No, right.
After he got
Why
paid,
would
he
you
wasn't
say-
good.
No,
After he
that
got
matters.
paid, he didn't win again.
Hey, well,
Right.
Frank Clark was
Right.
paid that. Frank Clark was
Frank
paid that
Clark-
before we got a Super Bowl.
Right. So
He was paid that before,
impacted
and he still wasn't that good.
impacted us getting
Still
the
wasn't
Super
that
He
good.
impacted us getting the Super Bowl.
Still
So
wasn't that good.
you don't think he impacted us getting the Super Bowl?
I mean, bro.
In the playoff run, yes. In the
I mean, you
playoff
cool,
run, but
bro.
the
I'm
regular
just-
season,
What is
no.
it? Hey, what's the matter is hey, listen. I see the
Regular
niggas get to
season,
the
no.
playoffs at 9-7.
No, I
bro.
see
You don't
Mahomes.
need to
Mahomes
impact
did that.
Dez,
Oh,
bro.
okay.
Hey, we
Mahomes did
we'd have been
that.
homies for
I see
years,
Mahomes,
bro.
Travis Kelce did all that.
We'd have been homies for years, bro. God damn it, you'll never be my fucking general manager if I buy a team.
Bro, yeah, bro, I know more sports than y'all ever think of. You niggas think the fucking season matter. I
Right.
guarantee every general manager would take his playoff fucking play way more than his season. If they knew he's gonna do that in the
But
playoffs,
if you ain't getting
I
to the
guarantee
goddamn
they're gonna
Super
take
Bowl,
it every
make it.
time.
If you ain't
gotta
get to the
make it.
playoffs, nigga, they'll be like, damn, we really talking
He
shit about
is
him.
making it. What y'all talking about? Y'all acting
No.
like the niggas not making. What the fuck are y'all talking about?
Why are you so angry?
Mahomes, the rest of
You
the team
need to
is,
hit another
the
blunt
rest of the
and
teams
calm
is-
your motherfucking ass
like,
down.
hold on, Dez, right here.
Nah,
Dez,
you're not being genuine when you say it's just
listen to this
Patrick
right
Mahomes,
here.
bro. I
Dez,
play
listen
football.
right here.
Ain't
Listen,
nobody
listen.
that ever played football
Listen.
say you just one
Can you
person,
listen
bro.
to me? Can you
out
listen
your
to me?
fucking mind.
Nah,
Hold
he's
on.
not listening.
Do you tell? Can you tell me that he was a major factor for them making it to the playoffs?
Fuck nah.
No.
What does that matter?
I'm asking you. Do you?
Leave it
No,
alone.
I
Can
don't
we
think
just
he
go
was
to
a
the
major
go
factor.
to the Super Bowl, bro? Because you know that nigga's not budging off this shit, bro.
But
This ain't even the first time we had this
I don't think
conversation.
making the playoffs. I don't think making the playoffs is a one player or a two, 3 player thing.
I said a
think making
major
the playoffs-
factor
I
of
got a
it.
question. I got a question.
Go ahead.
So
Please.
his contract. So say, what does a team pay a person based off of? Stats, playoff, regular season.
They stats and they production at other positions, like they pay him off their production based
So,
off his
you telling me
production.
They're only going off of his career sacks. Is that why they gave him $100 million? Like, why?
No,
Nah,
that's
they
not-
paid off
that's
what
not-
they thought he was gonna do.
That's what I'm
No,
saying.
not just sacks, but how he
No, they
affects
going
the
off the
run
Seattle
game,
play?
tackles for loss, all that matters. See,
Bro,
a lot of people pressures, QB
So you
pressures matter, not just sacks. But see, people will let you believe. See, the media, a lot of people just talk about sacks, so
Hold on,
that's
hey,
why
we the
it's
media?
a big thing. But in real life, football matters. In football, pressure in the quarterback matters. Setting the edge matters. Tackles for loss matter. But you know, them things don't get glorified. So you know what I mean?
Okay, so
Act like
bet.
he is
Can I put an
He is
end?
not a
My
scrub.
thing-
That
Hold on,
nigga's
this for
solid, bro.
Desmond, and then we
He
can
is
go
solid.
on to this next
My thing
and
was
we can
he
go
was
on
not
to the
a
Super
major
I
Bowl.
got Christian Kirk.
Bro,
Christian Kirk. I bet you a lot of people said Christian Kirk wasn't worth the money he got.
He
up
wasn't.
in Jackson or down in
And I didn't feel like he
Get the
was.
fuck out of here, bro.
Hold on, wait
I
a second.
bet-
Let me
man,
put an end to
man.
this. Let me put an end to this right quick, and we can even go through this, and then we can go on to the next
Nah,
topic.
you say your shit, then we gonna go switch on over.
Yeah, that's
to
what I'm saying.
Super Bowl.
And this is just a question. I guarantee all 3 of us can come to this man, and we can pick 5 other defensive ends that we would pay before Frank Clark that are underpaid.
What's
I
that
guarantee we can do it. I
What,
guarantee.
Like who? Like
I'd have
who?
took Matt Judon before I'd have took.
No.
He just said no. Now Matt
Yeah.
Judon then had double-digit sacks the past 3 years, but he
He
just said no.
disappears in the playoff. He disappears in the playoff
Shit,
every
he ain't got a
time.
chance to play.
Yes, he has when he was with Baltimore. Come
Okay,
on, I
bet.
swear y'all
So he
act like
said Matt.
yeah,
He just
get
said
the
Matt.
fuck out of here.
Bradley Chubb,
Yeah,
Mm.
nope. I would definitely not taking Bradley
Demarcus
Chubb. He
Lawrence.
disappears a lot. Mm, I like DeMarcus Lawrence.
Hold on.
See, I
All
don't look just at
everybody.
pass rush.
Hold on. Wait a
I
second.
think
Micah
I think
Parsons.
DeMarcus Lawrence.
Michael Parsons.
Micah
Michael Parsons is
Parsons.
not. He's not a fucking DN, bro. Get the fuck out of here. He's a linebacker.
All
He
right.
just they
So
line him up at the DN. He's a
I'm
line. He play
saying.
middle linebacker, outside linebacker, DN, fucking safety. Nigga play everywhere.
I'm saying like. So what? I just gave you them. So you're not. But like
And
these are pass rushers.
Micah Parsons,
These are
that's
edge
he's a
players. So we can
2 year.
even say
He's
edge.
on his rookie contract, bro.
But
He's on his
no.
rookie
I just
contract,
said
bro.
that are these are
He's on
edge
his rookie
players.
contract.
But I'm saying like this is
Man,
one of the top 5
I'm
defensive
taking Frank.
ends being
I'm
paid in the
taking Frank.
league.
I'm taking Frank. I'm taking Frank. You don't know how he affect you, bro. Listen, the bro's a real leader too. You and listen to how you talk.
No one
And
is
listen to how he carry
saying
himself,
he's
bro.
not a leader.
All that matters.
All right,
So
we got
what I
another,
walk
we
in
got
my
another,
room,
we got another EB. We
well,
got another EB right there.
All right, bro. It just like I said,
Sometimes
he
the
gonna be stubborn
intangibles
with
matter
this
too.
shit.
The
You're
intangibles matter
All
too.
you're
right,
absolutely
all
right.
Well,
We're going
since
to
we
the
hyped
next.
up off
Let's
of that,
go.
let's go on and knock on. Let's go on and just switch on over to
A
Super Bowl
preview.
matchup preview. How y'all feel about it? Like, where do they line up at? I mean, what is the matchup at? Like, how y'all feel this matchup gonna be? How the game is gonna go? High scoring, low scoring? What y'all thinking?
Well, hey, listen. We know Marcus. Who Marcus picking?
The Chiefs.
Oh
Surprise!
shit!
this nigga set
Before the,
up.
before the, look at
So how?
Hold on. Hey, what did Red
I
Fox
did.
say?
Hey,
What did Red
you
Fox
got
say?
me, bro. You got me.
This the big
You
one.
got me, bro. It's the big
Come
one.
on,
I feel it. Hey, listen. You surprised the fuck out of me, bro. I'm not gonna hold you because everybody believes that their team is just a lot better, which I
I
agree.
Their
But
team, I
don't.
agree,
I
I totally agree with that. I believe, especially
yeah,
just like we were talking about earlier,
I
in the
don't.
trenches. I don't see how you don't in the trenches on offensive and the defensive line. They are superior.
I got one stat to.
They are superior.
Hold on.
I got one
Dez,
stat.
Dez.
I got one stat
No,
that's kind of
Dez,
freaky.
Dez, you give me your
Yeah.
perspective of what this game's gonna be like and how you feel about it. And we're gonna run through everybody.
All right, host. Uh, but listen,
Whoa. Shots fired. Pow pow.
I'm just saying, host. Uh, I think it's gonna be one of the trenches, like you said. But a little freaky stat I got is the Eagles gave up more sacks than the Chiefs this year, and it was almost like 15 more sacks than the Chiefs line. So that might be the big deal. Is their offense line is good, but offense line just doesn't give up sacks. Partly because of Patrick, and partly because they don't. Olin Brown, he can be beat by speed, which is something I kind of a little worried about when it comes to Reddick. But I think they'll do a good job at making sure they're chipping because McKinnick's a hell of a pass pickup running back. You know what I mean? Blocking pass. That said that back was fuck. But I do think it's gonna be a closer game than people think. You know what I mean? I think it's gonna be like a 3-point game. You know what I mean? If anything, or a 3 to 7 point game at the most. You know what I mean? But I don't know because this game is really dependent on how healthy Jalen Hurts is because he ain't passed the ball. You know what I mean? Yeah, 150 last game. What 152?
I think
The
like
game before
122.
that. Yeah, you know what I mean. So if he's really healthy, if they let him loose, and it might be a good game. But if he's not healthy, bro, now that I think about it, it might get nasty.
Rex or
So I'm
oh
not sure
my
though.
bad, my
It's
bad.
gonna be a good game. No, you good. I'm
All
excited for this game. I really like. I ain't been excited for a good game like this in a while.
Rex.
Man, my nerves is already through the roof too. My nerves is crazy, but yeah, it's gonna be a good game, man. I just always worry about our defense. Hopefully, our defense continue to play at the level they played at last game. Hopefully we can get pressure. Like I said, Jalen Hurts probably not gonna be 100%, so we'll see. How he does, but I believe in our boys. My score prediction is 35-24 Chiefs. That's my score prediction. So, but as hopefully we can just go in there and do our thing, man. But like I said, they got superior offensive line, defensive line. They gonna give it all they got. We gonna give it all we got too. We gonna see. It's gonna be a dog fight for sure.
All right, Marcus, tap in.
Like I said at the beginning, I think this game would be won and lost in the trenches. That Eagles defense, they led the league in turnovers this season. They had the most sacks in the season since 1985. The defensive line, they deep. They got one of the deepest defensive lines I done seen since.
They go A deep.
I can't even remember shit. Defensive tackle and defensive end, like they stacked. Then in the back end, they got Darius Slay and James Bradbury back there, so they able to actually lock up receivers if they need to, so they could get enough time to get to their pass rush. If they play to their strengths and take the ball first and are able to take the lead, it's going to be a problem. If they got the lead for any extent, like they get a 2-possession lead, it's going to be a problem. Now, the only
Why
reason
would you say that?
The reason, because like they led the league this season in ball control. Like they were number one in the season. You said, why do I think that's a problem? If they get ahead, their strength is their pass rush. If they get ahead and they have the opportunity to just unleash that defensive line, that's going to be a problem. I don't give a damn who the quarterback was or would have been, Mahomes included. If they get ahead and they're able to play like they like to play, and they're able to play ball control, run the ball, and keep that defensive line healthy, yeah. If they get at least if they get at least a 10-point lead, and they're able to play ball control, and they're able to keep that defense somewhat fresh, it's a problem. Like I said, the reason why I'm taking the Chiefs for this game is strictly because of Mahomes. Nothing else, not Andy Reid. I'm taking it because of Mahomes. Because if we just gonna see if he's as good as y'all say he is, I'm gonna take y'all word for it, and he's just gonna be able to get it done. Everything else is telling me that the Eagles is gonna win this game, but I'm taking it just based on Mahomes. So, I mean, we gonna see what's up, but I'm just saying that if they're able to get a quality lead and play ball control and play under their terms, it's gonna be a long ass day.
All right, back to me.
Before you go, I got a response to that. Give me a second. You said that, but didn't they play a D line like that against the Super Bowl, and they was down 10 against that same type of D line?
That defensive line wasn't nowhere near as good as these defensive line.
I've never heard anybody say that.
This defensive line.
No, not Tampa's. I'm talking
about the 49ers. That line wasn't nowhere near as good as this line.
I sure goddamn line.
This line has 75 sacks, bro.
I don't give. That also matters of who you was playing. The stats don't mean that you're better than somebody. Just because you had a hell of a stat year, like that does not.
Okay, I mean, hey, that's fine. That's fine. Go ahead. I mean, that's your perception.
That's where I was going to tap in at. Like,
that's fine. Y'all right.
Hey, alley through the alley.
I feel Philly having played that caliber of team. I mean, who would you really say was that big caliber team? Only person you could probably say is Dallas. And Dallas, I mean, didn't Dallas beat them?
They had a good defense too. Great defense.
They beat them.
It was a smash.
But it was with their backup quarterback.
It
was with their backup quarterback.
But that
it was with Philly's backup quarterback.
But then all you got was I mean, you played Jacksonville. Jacksonville wasn't what Jacksonville was at the end of the year at the time y'all played them. But that's why I feel no, it wasn't. Jacksonville was because they played them like week 4 or 5 or something like that. Jacksonville wasn't Jacksonville.
They played them week. Who played? You talking about
Philly. I'm talking about Philly right now. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't feel Philly has really played a caliber team as the Chiefs. I mean, because I would have put, if you would have had Jimmy G or or Brock would have been decent for that whole game, we probably would have saw something different last week. But we didn't. That switched up real quick. So I'm feeling it may be a blowout. I feel the Chiefs might blow them out. The competition wise,
Did they win
like
in dominant?
a lot
Did they
of people,
win in dominating
yeah.
fashion?
I feel because I don't feel Jalen could keep up with Mahomes. So, I mean, a lot of people ain't talking about it. I don't feel like if we get to
Because can he throw for 350? But he doesn't need to
No.
really throw for 350. He needs to run for
no,
175.
but I'm not even that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying points for points. If instead of
throw for 250.
instead of the Chiefs going down kicking field goals, they're going down making touchdowns. Do you feel that the Eagles can match up going back and forth like that? And I feel that I don't think they can.
One thing I think is going to be a good thing is our run defense for the Chiefs is much improved, especially with those fast linebackers. They'll be able to deal with
Last week
QB.
wasn't good, but it has been improved with
I don't
Pacheco.
think
But
a lot of the issues that
No,
I
was talking about run.
Oh, you talking about run defense?
Yeah, and that's what
run
I was
defense.
getting to say as far as the run defense.
But Sanders is
I
good.
think a lot of the issues that like the Chiefs to see
Will be good.
the run defense has been a lot better because shit, most of the time teams ain't got a chance to really throw on the Chiefs. They ain't got a chance to really run on the Chiefs.
If you could contain Jalen Hurts,
They usually playing from behind.
I feel the Chiefs would take advantage of that. If you could contain them, because I mean that's one of his I feel we got to get that game plan of Lamar Jackson.
Because he gonna take off on you.
Yeah, if we could get him back there, because I mean we can stop a run game. We stopped Henry. If we hit him in the backfield, we can stop a run game. We didn't seen that.
And the good thing,
Right.
the good thing about it is the Chiefs D line is high pressure rate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Also, so he's going to be under pressure a lot, and that's what I'm worried about for Jalen. If he's under pressure and he's getting hit on that shoulder, how's that happen now? Is Minshew coming in?
Yeah, my thing I feel about it, I wouldn't be surprised if I see a blowout game.
I would.
I wouldn't be surprised. That's me. I wouldn't. But then I hope that. I mean, I feel that everybody would come back. You know what I'm saying? If you got everybody come back healthy, I mean, I feel like it's just gonna be hard to stop them.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised, but I would be disappointed.
I mean, you want to be disappointed because it's Super Bowl.
I like good games, bro. I like a good game more than anything.
If they came in and just got dog walked, I would probably be shocked.
I mean, not a blowout like that, but like a blowout like
what's a blowout to y'all?
15-14.
Huh?
15-14?
Nah, like if they beat the shit out of them, like they look like the what was that Super Bowl with Denver and like the Denver and Seattle Super Bowl a few years ago. Like that was a blowout. If the Chiefs was to come in and like all them niggas scores like 7 points, that'd shock shit out of me.
All right, but
or when we got beat.
Hey, here we go.
Because I don't think that the Chiefs. Now, I'm not saying the Chiefs defense is sorry, but like that would shock shit out of me because I was like, nah, I didn't think the Chiefs defense was nowhere near that good.
But it wouldn't be
a team like that.
It wouldn't be like that. I would think that they're not that good, really, because he's hurt.
Who?
That's what it would be.
I feel offense to offense. I don't see
hurt.
it. Offense to offense, I don't see them matching points like going back to back like that.
I don't think it's gonna be that high of a scoring game. Just honest to God, like I just don't see.
He averaged my G averaged 30, bro. Quit playing with me.
Close.
What's your score prediction?
Shit, they didn't score 30 last game.
They keep a 30.
What are you talking about?
He was at what was he at? 23.
Fuck yeah, they didn't score 30 last game. The game was
low
low scoring.
Hey, that fumble.
That fumble would have lead 28. It would have been 28.
27.
And if Fifths, we'd all be drunk right now.
Yeah.
Right.
It's all good though, because we're gonna score 35 this game. Don't worry about it.
Shit, if y'all right, then shit, there it is. I told you, I picked
the one thing
Chiefs.
is though, Philly. If they do not get pressure, that is a problem for them.
And that's
Yeah,
with the big thing with me. I believe that they have the line to do that. Now we gonna see whether or not they do it or not.
Hey, also, just so y'all know, the running backs gonna play a big game. McKinnon and Pacheco out the
Checo.
backfield. I'm like, yeah, out the backfield, not running, but catching the ball. I think they're gonna. I think they're the linebackers T.J. Edwards and versus McKinnon. I think that's a good matchup. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
I think McKinnon and Pacheco are fast enough to outrun them guys. You know what I mean? Even though T.J. Edwards, when he gets his hand on you, you're going down usually, but if they can outrun those linebackers, it's over. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a big game for them in the passing game.
I
Gonna be a
mean,
good
like I
matchup.
said, man, like
Gonna be a good matchup.
I told y'all, like I'm taking the Chiefs on this one just to win.
Strictly on Mahomes.
I go, but like I said, I'm taking them just strictly because I believe
My
Mahomes,
bad, we ain't got commercials.
his physical talent is. He's shown he's
I'm
been
glad you
just
had
that
two
good
weeks
so
to,
far.
All right,
get more
hey,
input on the angle
quick
as well.
question. It's a few questions right here. All right, here we go. We gonna rank it by like which one are you going with, Philly or Chiefs? We gonna do the areas or you know what I mean, like the positions or
Yeah,
whatever.
the position
All
group.
right, we're
Yeah.
gonna start off. Offensive line. Who we going with that?
Philly.
I got Chiefs offense.
Rex.
Philly.
I'm gonna go with
You
Chiefs
know.
on that. We split right now on that defensive line.
Philly.
Nah, you go right down the line, man.
Playing like you can't
I
lie.
know, I know, I know, I know.
Shit,
Hey,
it's
I'm
Philly.
gonna say Philly because of stats, but I
Yeah.
feel like they don't have an impact player like Chris Jones.
Fletcher
I
Cox is a
that's
fucking
the
I gotta say
baller,
Philly with it
bro.
too,
What's
but
what's the other
he's
dude?
older. He's older. He's
Shit,
not an impact like he
What's up,
was.
Sue?
He's
Hassan
older.
Ndamukong
Reddick,
Hassan Reddick. He's not,
Brandon
hey, Hassan Reddick.
Graham,
Listen, Brandon Graham. Older, all of them are older players and they're solid. I'm not saying they're not,
nigga.
but
Hassan Reddick
would
ain't
you
older.
have you ever considered him the best player at their position?
Josh Sweat.
yeah, that's
Have you ever considered him the best player at his position?
What's his name? Yeah, Fletcher Cox. He was up
Who?
there. I didn't never think
You
he was
never
the
considered that.
best. I ain't never thought Fletcher Cox was the best, but he's always been a top flight defensive tackle. He's been one of the top 5 defensive tackles in the game. I'll give him
That's a
that.
fact.
Agree.
That's a fact.
But he's
And
not
he's a
there now. Right
champion.
now,
I mean, shit, he
he's
had
not
10
there
sacks
right now.
this. He had at least 10 sacks this season. He balled the fuck out.
All right, Rex.
You talking about D-line?
Yeah.
Yeah, Philly. Yeah.
Shit.
All right, well, we got D line right there. All right, so we're gonna stay on the defensive side. We're gonna go to
What you say,
secondary.
Phil? What you?
Oh, my bad. I'm gonna go with. I mean, I gotta go with stat wise. No, but I don't know. I mean, that's a big. I mean,
I
it
like
is a
our
big.
D-line, though.
It is. I mean, but it is a big
Bro,
jump because I
they
mean,
deep.
sacks
Because they're all
wise,
1 and 2.
they number 2. Yeah,
It was
so
15.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's a big
15.
difference. But I mean, but it's still like I gotta look at competition wise
They deep.
I love our
on competition wise what Philly did, and Philly haven't really they haven't really faced no Herbert. You know, so you ain't faced the QBs out at I mean, only way you can say really is what I say Rodgers. You got all the old folks over there. We got all the young good talent over here. So
Right.
I mean, you ain't really got nothing over there. Except Chase Daniels ain't really that good. So
So who's Chase Daniels?
not Chase Daniels, but Daniels at New York.
Daniel Jones.
Oh,
Yeah, Daniel.
Jones?
There you
James
go.
Jones.
Yeah, you got him, and then you got. I don't think Dak is that good. So I think Dak is
Mediocre.
overrated. So
What about you like that? Kirk Cousins.
Mediocre.
trash.
That's
That's what I'm saying. So like you got a lot of trash over there in the NFC. Like so that's why I want to say I'm gonna say Philly, but I really feel that competition wise I'm gonna say Chiefs, but
I think
stat
it's really
wise
a push.
yeah. So we're gonna drop back down to the secondary of the defense. Who we going with on that?
Philly.
Philly.
I know.
Yeah,
Everybody
Philly.
better say Philly.
You guys say Philly. I mean, just because there's so many rookies. Just,
Bro, they
Rookies
just
back
got.
there, yeah.
That's why I said from top to bottom, bro. Their team.
hold on, we
Hey,
going through it.
linebackers.
We going through it.
I like all linebackers.
Yeah, I give y'all the linebackers. I
My
give
bad.
y'all
My
that.
bad.
Me
I was
too.
supposed to split that up.
Yeah.
I give y'all the linebackers.
Yeah.
Defense overall, I can say Philly, but the
All right.
linebackers, I give y'all
Well,
that.
since we already went through the defense side, let's go on and flip over to the offense. Receivers.
Philly.
I feel like we got.
No,
I
I
ain't
feel
no.
take.
like we
Mm.
got more.
You better not say. You ain't neither one of y'all better say. AJ Brown
I
and,
mean, yeah,
and
AJ Brown, yes.
we ain't got
I
nobody
know,
over there that looks
I
like
know
AJ
that.
Brown.
I know that
Philly.
is, and I agree with you on that. But I want to say that
And then
we
they
Are
have
we?
got
Are
a
we?
Heisman. They
we
got a
have more
Heisman
of
winner
a.
wide receiver. They got a Heisman wide receiver.
Are we including
They
like
got a
Travis
Heisman wide
Kelsey in the
receiver.
More of a
receivers?
Nah,
variety.
I mean that's
We
tight
No,
ends.
Okay.
we have
no,
more.
no,
What?
no.
What?
I'm not. He's a tight end. He's a tight end, bro.
With
Okay.
Travis Kelsey?
Yeah.
I'm
But
talking
I,
about
I,
yeah, he's a tight end.
I said receivers. I didn't say
If you
wide
if y'all
receivers.
want to include tight ends, if y'all want to include tight ends and wide receiver as a total
Yeah,
receiver,
I
then
said receivers.
I'm
I still
I'm
take
still
Philly.
taking I'm still taking Philly because
Shit,
you got
Dallas Goddard ain't no
AJ
bum.
But
He ain't
Brown.
no bum.
you don't feel like
But they only
Tony is
got
good?
just those two. Just
They're
those
Huh?
not
two.
as
And
good.
Devontae Smith. That's all
Shit,
they got.
No,
Dallas Goddard is good.
I don't think they're as good as AJ Brown or what's his name,
I
Devontae
mean,
Smith.
Like,
No.
nah.
if you call him like the second coming of Tyreek Hill, you don't feel he's.
All right. So listen, this is how
I
it would
don't know.
go
I'm just
if I was
saying.
to pick the receivers. Kelsey is going to be the first. Then it's going to be AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, Goddard, and then probably Kadarius Tony.
Mm.
Oh, actually, who else do they have in their receivers?
Dallas Goddard
But you got
I don't know who
Juju,
they got for
and
real.
Goddard is
you
decent
got
Except AJ
shit.
Brown, Devontae Smith.
MVS.
I like our receivers. I like
MVS, come
our
on, bro.
because we have more of a variety. We can pass to more players than just two
Well,
people.
that
You got
don't
big
that don't
They
mean
bodies.
we're
got
talking
more than
about
just
skill.
two
We're
people.
talking about
Shit,
I know,
skill
I know,
yeah,
I
we're
wise,
know,
they
talking about
got a
skill,
good
bro.
receiving
We're talking
core.
about skill. Let's be real. Skill wise, it's not adding up when it
I
comes,
know.
bro. They
I
got
don't
more
disagree with you,
skill.
bro. I'm not
They
disagreeing with you. I'm just making.
Uh,
they're
I agree that
deeper.
yeah.
they have the better receivers. I'm
I
not saying that
no,
they
I
They
don't.
agree.
deeper.
I like our receivers, but if we just talk about who I like better, if I
Matchup wise,
listen,
you gonna go with
I would
Philly.
rather have AJ Brown than them
Yes,
Like
I
on my
would too.
squad.
I
You
would
know,
like
too.
I mean,
All right.
and like I just said, bro, like everything that you just said, bro, like we didn't just went from position through position. They have the better talent, like really position
right.
for position.
We
Only
didn't go to
reason I'm
quarterback.
picking the
Yeah,
Chiefs,
that's why I'm
the
trying.
only
I ain't
reason
even
I'm
like
picking the Chiefs
he
is
ain't let
because of
me
the
get through
quarterback.
it. Like let me get through it.
Running back. We gotta go to
Yeah,
running
running
back.
back. Well, I don't know, running
Shit,
backs.
Miles
You got
Sanders.
Miles Sanders.
I'm taking
We
Miles
got.
Sanders.
And
I'm taking the Chiefs on
I
that one.
say
and
I'm
I'm taking
taking Miles
Pacheco.
Sanders,
they got
bro.
they got three good ones over there.
Hell yeah, I'm taking Miles. Shit.
I'm
But
taking
I don't
Philly.
know.
I'm taking Philly.
Thank
I'm
you,
taking Philly.
bro. It's
I'm taking
not.
Philly.
Listen, it's any given Sunday. Anything can happen in this game. It's not
Nah,
predictable. So
and that's
you,
what
Yeah,
I just
no,
said, bro.
listen,
It
we're
ain't
not
about
talking about
that.
that. We're not
We
talking
talking
about
about
that. We're talking about
strictly talent.
yeah, I know. I know.
if we
I know.
look at the talent, if we look at the talent, who would you
Listen,
if
I'm gonna
we was
disagree.
doing a
When y'all
fantasy
sound
If
like
I
this,
draft,
could
I ain't
pick,
who would you take?
who would
Yeah,
you
if you
take?
was doing a
Yeah,
fantasy draft,
who
yeah,
would
who
you
would you
take?
take?
Shit,
You would take Miles Sanders over Pacheco
fuck
or
yeah.
yeah,
McKinney.
yeah.
And that's what I'm saying,
Because
bro.
Yeah,
Pacheco
Just
just got here. That's the only reason why y'all would take Miles Sanders.
you said what?
Because Miles Sanders
yes,
been here for
yes.
Pacheco just got here. That's why y'all would take Miles Sanders.
They just got here, Pachenko.
Pacheco just got here in the league.
Well, I mean, be that as it
Uh,
may, that doesn't change my pick.
Okay.
right. We can't keep because what if he fall off next year? You know what I mean?
True
What if
What
statement.
if Miles
Pacheco
Sanders
fall
fall
off
next
next
year?
year?
No, he look like Clyde
Anybody can
Edwards
But he
fall
Helaire.
off.
hasn't though. He hasn't. But we're talking about as a up to right now.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
So like right now,
Yeah,
shit, I'm taking
we're
Miles
taking
Sanders.
what we actually happened. What has actually happened? I'm taking Miles Sanders
I
on
mean,
potential. Now that's a
I
Everybody has
different
their own
take,
story.
opinion. Everybody has
I
their own
take.
opinion.
I don't
Hey,
know.
listen.
I like
I like
Pacheco.
who
I
I
like
like.
Pacheco
Hey,
against that defensive
And I think
line.
Pachenko been real good. I just
yeah.
don't.
I like him
But I'm
against that
saying based
defensive
off what I
line.
I'm
know
still
right now,
I'm still taking
He
Miles
a
Sanders.
strong
I'm
ass
still
back. He a strong back though.
what?
Pacheco is a
I
strong
thought
back.
you said Dak. I
No,
thought you
no.
said you're a strong Dak.
Pacheco's a strong
Oh
back.
my bad. My bad.
I don't like all that running after the shit after the play over. That shit get
Whoa,
The
whoa,
annoying.
energy
whoa,
is too
whoa, whoa,
high.
whoa.
That shit get
Bro,
annoying.
what? Bro, let my nigga live. That nigga wanna
That
fuck
shit
he
get
wanna
annoying.
run.
Like
That
nigga,
nigga
walk back,
that's
nigga.
Bam Bam,
Nigga,
nigga.
say the energy. Walk
Why?
back now. This nigga be doing all that
He,
extra shit. Like nigga, you
bro,
don't
he
chill
don't
out.
need
If you
to.
don't chill out,
He don't need he don't need to, bro.
I'm over
He
here.
not like you. He different.
I'm just saying, that shit get annoying. Like, man, you don't just chill out and walk back to the damn huddle.
Nah, they
All right.
run.
Then we got this right here. You know, who you picking over the QBs?
It's not even a discussion, bro.
Now you playing.
Patrick Mahomes.
Which Mahomes? One leg Mahomes or
1 leg, 2 legs, no legs, one arm,
Hey,
I ain't gonna
listen,
say no
one hand.
legs now. We
Patrick
gonna play
Mahomes.
the no legs game, but shit.
bro, you know it's an over exaggeration, but you get what he's saying.
Yeah, you do, bro.
Yeah, right now, I mean, shit,
He
it's
got-
not even.
He got 2 sprained ankles, and you still taking Patrick.
I ain't gonna say all that, but like shit, I'll take.
And he had 2
Mahomes.
sprained ankles. You still taking Patrick.
I ain't gonna say all that, but I right now we're taking Mahomes. Like it's really not even up for debate. Don't make a fucking argument when there is nothing to make. You moving your fucking head back. I know you. Like don't start that shit.
I'm taking Patrick.
all right? We got unanimous on the Patrick. And that's like the biggest part of the game right there.
And that's why I'm taking him. Shit.
Yeah,
That's it. It's strictly just the quarterback. Not the coach.
It's not strictly the quarterback. It's hey, but let's be
It's the
real.
quarterback for
The
me.
talent despair is not like this. Let's be real, because their linebackers, we got better linebackers. Our D line's not like trash behind there.
Nah,
you know
they
what I
not
mean?
trash.
It's not.
Right.
It's literally the second best D line in the league when it comes to
Yeah.
sacks.
Nah,
Technically.
wait.
But actually,
Hold on. Wait a second. Before you go up there, they're not the second best D line. They're just the second best at getting sacks. And that's not even
That's
the
what
D.
I said.
Wait a second.
That's
Wait.
literally what I said.
Because
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
not just the D line that's getting sacks. That's when they
but-
blitz, they're getting sacks. So I don't believe that the Chiefs got the second best D line. They just were the second best at getting sacks. Because when you sack, it's not necessarily the front 4 that's getting the sacks. We talking about the front 7 all together. And shit, the Chiefs actually do a lot of corner blitzes. Shit, Snead was getting blitzes pretty much a good portion of the season. So like your sacks is not
he had like
necessarily.
3 or 4 sacks, bro.
But I'm saying it's not
Bro,
just him.
they come
It's an
majority-
indication.
But they come majority of where they come from, bro.
Who else had double-digit sacks on the Chiefs' defensive line besides Chris Jones?
I think Dunlap had 9. I think they all had like 8, 9, and 6.
Thank
Like,
you.
they
It was
were
only
all,
one person on that whole defensive line. Now we got 4
But it's
motherfuckers
not
on the
like
other
that.
team.
Yeah,
They
they
got
10,
40
but it's
sacks
like they had
between
2.
4
Like,
of
some
them.
of them had 2. Yeah, listen. Some of them had 2 more than each one of our guys. That's not like so. If they were playing less talent and they got 2 more, it's not like they were just like you go down our D line. They got 6 more than this guy. They got 7 more than this guy. No, they got like 2 more than this guy. 2 more than this guy, 3 more than that guy.
I mean, but you gotta
4
look at it
more
like
than
this.
that guy. You know what I mean?
But they had
do you
more
feel-
motherfuckers that could do it.
Hey,
Do you feel? Hold on. Do you feel?
who was that sack leader? What? How many did he have? How many? What's his name?
Hassan Reddick had like 16 and a
It was
half.
like
Yeah.
it was like 16 or something.
And he was on the edge, and our D tackle had 14 and a half.
But my thing
15.
is, do you feel?
15, my bad. Okay,
I
was bad.
feel like
I
the
was
sacks
off.
would be the same if they played the same goddamn schedule with that they're Philly
It
playing.
might be more because what pressure's worse, DN pressure or D tackle pressure?
D tackle will mess.
end.
I mean, DN get there quick.
D
but I think
tackle.
D tackle will mess up the whole game.
Did you say what the fuck did you just say? You said the DN can get there first.
Fuck yeah.
I feel they.
That's how I know you niggas don't know football. I know. You
I mean,
niggas don't
you
know
would say
football.
D tackle because it's straight up the middle.
The D tackle goes straight down the fucking way, and y'all said the nigga they got a curve. Go get there first. What?
He's also smaller than the motherfuckers that's playing. He's
That
also,
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
The quickest route to the quarterback is straight, bro. It's always been that way. If
Clearly.
you're coaching the team, you know.
we didn't ask which one was a straight line. We asked him like,
We
gets
said
there-
which
who
is the
gets there
quickest way to get to the
faster?
court. I
Who's
said
bigger and
which is the
faster?
quick.
Who gets? Hold on.
No, I said who's the
question
quickest.
is
Who gets there?
who is who?
I said who gets there the quickest.
But who is like the
Who-
leader?
the
Who is like
D-
leader of sacks? Is
the
it the defensive
ends.
tackle or is the ends?
The D tackles is the worst pressure in the league. Anybody will tell
No,
you.
but I'm
It's
saying
not-
who gets more sacks?
You know
defensive
why?
end or defensive
no,
tackle?
D is.
Okay.
D is, but
All
that
right, then.
doesn't mean ask what's worse. Well, ask a quarterback what he would rather deal with. D sacks or D tackles.
because you could do if
D tackle
if it's
suck.
one on the right, he could just run onto the left side. He can get away from that
But if
DN.
it's right up his face,
No,
but if
I
it's right
feel
up
on
in his
that,
face,
but
then
I
if it's
feel
right
on
up
that
in his face,
question.
who he gonna run into? He gonna run into the DN. He can't. You see what I'm saying? If
Oh
the
yeah,
DN coming, you can get up out of that easy. You know why, Patrick? You know why? Part of the reason why we're so good is because our interior line is so great.
I
yeah.
We
got
don't
something to
give up a lot
say.
of interior pressure.
I got something to say. Your
Go
fucking
ahead.
voice has tired me the fuck out. I don't have any more energy for you today. I'm sorry. I'm done. I've drank 2 beers, and with you, it's been like 100. I can't do it anymore. Okay, I can't.
Oh my God.
Because you just keep
Good
yelling, and I'm
God.
getting exhausted. God damn, dude, I
Am I
can't do it no
yelling?
more. Yes.
I ain't got it.
Yes,
I feel.
he is.
I can
God
tell y'all
damn.
nigga.
I
Yeah.
can't fucking
Terry,
do it no
Don't
more.
laugh at this motherfucker.
I can't
Don't
do it.
laugh.
I just can't, nigga.
Hey,
I'm about to
hey,
fall
you
into a
can't hear?
fucking
You can't
state of
hear me?
depression listening to this nigga
Hey,
yell. I'm like, oh my
hey,
god.
bro,
Like,
bro, y'all need to man up. Hey, stop being so soft, bro. I know you grew up a little soft, but you know, tough enough. You be
then the
all right.
nigga see now the
You
niggas
know?
questioning my manhood. God damn. I can't do it anymore. I just can't. I can't. I will not fucking continue this. I can't. The
Hey,
energy.
listen, I
I don't
can't
have
do
it.
it. I
I
can't
don't
do
have
this,
it.
this
I
nigga,
just
bro.
don't have no
This
more.
nigga always got something to say.
That nigga turned these fucking Bud
I'm
Lights
living
into
my best life,
Cisco. Shit.
bro. Hey, you better drink a little hard, something a little harder.
Shit. Cause
Or
goddamn,
stop saying that bullshit. One of the two.
I guess so, nigga. Whatever the fuck didn't happen. If that's the case, motherfucker, why don't we just give this nigga his own show? Why we can't just do that and just let him just talk?
Give Dez
I wouldn't want to do
That
that. I
nigga
wouldn't want to do
go,
that,
he will
bro.
debate
I love
himself.
you
We know
guys.
he will. He'll be like,
Hell
motherfucker, stop
no.
lying. We be like, Dez, who you talking to? That nigga be like, I was having a staff meeting. Leave me the fuck alone. Nigga, shit.
Man, you stupid.
He's being disrespectful, guys. Now,
Him and the staff.
listen,
Yeah, fuck
don't
you, nigga. I be like,
hey, don't be mad because I keep it real. I come at you real with
I
real
guess
shit.
so. So we
No
all
bullshit.
online. Everybody's picking the Chiefs.
Yes, sir. Everybody's picking
Facts.
the Chiefs.
Good show. That's everything.
Yes, sir. Good show. Good show,
Everybody,
fellas.
shit. I enjoyed it.
Oh,
I could go take a nap now. Shit.
Good show, fellas.
Because I'm tired. Shit.
you ain't gonna get to take a nap. That baby gonna wake your ass up. You lay down. She'll smack the shit out of you.
I have an easier time sleeping listening to her than your motherfucking ass. I'll tell you that, motherfucker.
I would hope so, my nigga. I would hope so. I would hope that you would not be wanting to sleep with hearing my voice. That nigga always says some weird ass.
Shit.
That nigga always says, of course, nigga. I would
Hey,
hope you
man,
would
shout
want to
out.
listen to
Hey,
me
hold on.
as you going to sleep, my nigga.
Hey, shout out to y'all, man. We be back. We back sometime this week for the for the build up to the Super Bowl. Getting more in depth with it.
We should do a pregame show.
Let's do it.
I might be DJing. So
What you supposed to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna be at an event.
We're going to shoot.
I'm on
I'm
Westport. Untap. What's name on Westport?
Hey,
Well, I'll
actually,
be there.
You already booked?
We'll do a 2-man
You already
show.
booked?
Well,
You
fuck
already
it.
booked?
Set up some mics.
No, I can't. We got a party at the convention.
Well, fuck you. Set up some mics.
Set up some mics, DJ.
I'll tap in through my phone always.
Oh, no, nigga. You said you got something to do. Don't change your mind now, motherfucker.
Great show. Hey man, shout out to Chiefs Kingdom, man. Shout out to Chiefs Kingdom.
Nigga
Man.
got off the Mugen train.
Hey, tag this to your Atlanta people
like
down
that.
there.
You said it, not
Hey,
me.
Tag it to them, man.
hey, Mark Dirk, damn. It's like
Man,
that, huh?
That nigga got my eyes watering. I'm sitting up here listening to the nigga yell, so got nothing much. You had me stressed the fuck
That's how I
out.
can tell y'all soft. I know you got yelled at before in your life, boy.
But this is y'all right here. This is y'all two right here make the show. Me and Rex over here, the calm ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, y'all Stephen A. and
Shannon Sharp.
Max.
Right?
Cause it just one of me is 5 of this nigga.
Oh,
Shit. It's 5 of that motherfucker. It's not one. You get a different emotion out of this nigga depending on the answer of your question.
Right.
You don't get the same motherfucker every time. That nigga articulate, ghetto, and like sometimes it don't motherfucking matter. I told you. That nigga has a stat. That nigga. Depending on the answer, he has a staff meeting. You think I should answer? Yeah, go ahead, nigga. All right. Fuck that. No. I'll be like, shit.
No, it's just raw and real.
It's Dez.
I got to figure out.
There we go. It's
Whatever,
Dez.
whatever
That's
it
Dez.
comes,
That's Dez.
whatever
I
it
want to
comes,
talk to
that's me.
Desmond.
That's not Mo.
I want to talk to Desmond now.
Dez, they all say, hey, they all the same person. Trust
Where
me,
the fuck is
they
Mr.
all the
Williams?
same person.
No.
He that same nigga that can articulate.
Nah,
some
one of you
bullshit
niggas is
with
the
you
general
and say,
manager. One of you niggas is the
Hey,
GM
listen.
that votes for Frank Clark. We all saying Frank Clark, and that's GM Dez. And then we got. I told you, it's five of you
I
motherfuckers.
see the game different than a lot of people.
Clearly,
Like,
you
I
see
the value. And
that's
people-
general
if you-
manager
hey,
Williams
listen.
does. Yes, he does.
if you can up your play in the playoffs, I think that's a very valuable trait.
I got one thing to say real quick before we go out.
Mm-hmm.
Sean Payton to Denver, what y'all think?
Who?
I mean, it's
Sean
good.
Payton to
Sean
Denver, what do y'all
Payton
think?
and them.
If he's able to replicate what he was able to do with the Saints, they'll be all right. They're gonna do real good. He got a Super Bowl caliber winning quarterback. We'll see.
Yeah, if he
We'll
could,
see, we'll see.
if he could, make the offense good, it'll be all right. I mean, he
got all the
Drew
pieces.
Brees. He made Drew Brees good.
He got all the pieces there
Got all the pieces he needs, for
to
sure.
be good.
Yeah.
He got all the pieces. That don't mean
draft
shit,
capital,
but we'll see.
Yeah,
He don't need it.
Well,
Like the
we'll
team
see.
is already pretty much set up.
Yeah.
He just got to bring
Yeah, I
what he
agree.
got. So I mean, we'll see.
Yeah, we will.
I don't know.
He
But,
said
hey,
Brian
but hold on.
Schottenheimer is the new OC in
But hold on.
Dallas,
But who would you? Since we talk about that real quick, who is Raiders looking at?
Vegas?
I don't know.
I haven't heard. I haven't seen anything.
No, I mean, I'm just saying, who would you think go
All
there?
right, we gonna
Because
speed this up.
at the talk, it was Brady for a second, but now that's gone.
We're gonna speed this
Yeah.
up because now I done already let motherfuckers know that I'm on my way,
All right, it'd
and
be
we
good.
changed mine. So what we gonna
It
do?
was just a
So
quick,
you-
it was just a quick question.
Nah, this ain't the
Yeah.
kids though.
It was just a quick question.
Niggas is broke out here these days. That ain't gonna be like that forever.
I heard that. I'm broke out here. You know what I mean?
Oh, no, man.
Broke in a motherfucker.
And I gotta pee.
That's why. Hey, remember, guys. If you need a real estate agent, reach out to me.
You never know what that. See, that's realtor, Des. So that's another one of them motherfuckers. I told you, it's not one motherfucker. You got to deal with many.
Don't be mad because I can do many things.
Motherfucker.
Don't be mad 'cause
This-
I can be upscale and a nigga at the
Nah,
same time.
nah,
bro.
nigga, you're fucking
Bro.
Norman Bates, nigga. That's who the fuck you are.
Nah,
Fucking
I'm
psycho.
not, though.
one time, man. Once again, thank y'all for tuning in to Four Bros in the Brew.
Psycho, bro. Don't be
Shout out to you, man,
a little
Marcus,
crazy.
Big Dog, Dez, Rex. We all here. Make sure you come back, tune in with us. Make sure you hit a notification so you can catch every live that we on, so we can start talking about all sports, man. Not just football, but one thing we gonna keep talking about right now is them Chiefs kicking that goddamn Philly ass next week.
sir.
So make sure y'all
Yes, sir.
tune in again, so we give y'all that Super Bowl pregame show. I don't know when it's gonna be. Maybe Saturday, maybe Sunday, maybe one of those days. But make sure y'all tune in with us live on the .tv, and we out this.
Nigga talking about 1 hour and we done did a full fucking 2 hour show and shit.